wanted to play like a campaign that took you to like level 15, it would be a year. We'd finish in like December. Like that's the kind of
What would happen? This is mostly a curiosity. Like,
Huh?
if you just died early on in like a campaign like that, like.
It depends. Like, resurrection is like a thing in fantasy, right? But there are ways that you can like kind of super die, and that's not good. And usually people just roll a new character or something, right?
Oh, okay, like to like re-enter the fold as like somebody else. Got it.
Yeah, they just be a different character, right? Stories are about the people that survive, per se. So, yeah, that may be brought back later.
Okay. Is this one of those streams that's like anyone can see it public, or do you have to have a link for it?
Technically, anyone could stumble upon it, right?
Oh gosh.
Imagine like this shit just like, or like some notable Twitch streamer just like stream bombs.
I'm not sure Dove has a super active following.
Well, that's the thing is like
the likelihood that they stick around after they see what the content is probably very little.
Sorry, I opened my Discord. The first thing I see is, here's what 37K gets you in China. Like, I almost sent her that link. Like, this isn't our fucking stream.
You should have. She's like,
is that what that's called? Like, is that what people are doing nowadays? They're all moving to China. I see. Damn.
Be kind of cool. We'll be kind of cool.
We'll get there. Maybe not.
I'm buying land in Greenland right now.
Yeah, I saw S&P tanked a little bit today, right?
Yeah, we think market's gonna have a little pain beginning of the year again, but same thing happened last year and it was up double digits. So
yeah, oh, because Dub, you're about to buy a house. Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, transferable mortgages. That's a thing I've
painful.
Been learning about.
That hurts. Yeah.
Because Dub, you're about to buy.
That's I've been learning about like transferable mortgages and how that would actually fix a lot of the housing industry. It's really interesting. Where like people are like would be less hesitant to sell because they could just transfer their mortgage rate onto the new one, and how it could be a short-term fix and not a long-term fix, but whatever. Yeah, and like banks would be like more hesitant to give low interest rates, to new loans and shit like that, right? But yeah. So, all right, we're gonna give Nikki J like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then we're gonna get started because.
Yeah, we're gonna need intros.
The crunchy part isn't the beginning, right? Like, you're not gonna start like in the middle of combat, right? The crunchy part, like that's the sort of the intro stuff. I guess we could play. We could do that, and he could just like show up later. But well, let's give him 3 minutes to show up, and then we'll see what's up.
Lene's waiting to join until we're done chit-chatting. That's her words. She's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not here for the chit-chat. I'm here for some dragon shit.
Here for the story.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm probably gonna break character a little bit in the beginning. Because I won't know what to do.
Me neither.
Yeah, no, you're good, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
like effort in role play is all I can really ask for. Don't worry too much about like it's
Okay.
okay to just be like, yo, I got a DM question.
I just texted you the link.
So Turek, for some reason, has inexplicably has the accent of someone who grew up in the southeast.
He's a SEC boy.
Yeah, always.
Well, that's
What?
Well, there's always.
SEC boy, not boy, like soft Y boy. He's an
To be-
SEC boy.
To be fair, there's no better there's no better reason why they would have a British accent over like a very hardcore Southern accent, you know. Oh, did I actually didn't even mean to? a Southern accent from Horry County, South Carolina.
Yeah,
Check that.
I'm working on it.
By the way, random thought: does anyone here have an Indiana fan, like a diehard fan in their family or friend group? No.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, my cousin
one of my
would tell you,
coworkers
or two of my cousins
is-
would tell you.
We have a plan over there.
We have I was some of our housekeeping folks collected all the confetti from the field. So I saved a couple for like friends and family that are. So if
That's cool.
if you guys have someone you want me to mail confetti to, yeah,
I'll ask if they're interested. That's interesting.
I don't
Yeah,
like
like
when
little.
do all that work and make you do all that work also.
No, it'll take. There's a mail room. I already bagged it up. It will take 2 minutes to do. So just send me the address.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask.
When
I'll
I
ask
hear you
her.
on. All right, Lene's
all
on.
right. Let me go.
All right, guys,
put my,
tighten up.
switch away.
Wifey's listening.
Let me go. I'm glad this recording will be available forever. No, I'm kidding.
Always.
I did use recording once. So it's funny that Dub was like, "Let's get Christian in here." That's who Gracius is, Christian Howard, who doesn't play D&D. He played one session with us, and like, I don't know, he's just, you know, who Christian is. He's like super cocky and not that fun to. I don't know. But I play with his brother all the time, Hunter, and I used a stream of Hunter getting way too drunk to play D&D and ruining the session to make him realize that he was way too drunk and he ruined the session. I'll look that up at some point and post it for y'all. But it was.
Is anyone here drinking? Is this a sober session?
You can drink.
Oh,
dude, we're not.
No, I don't know. Maybe not this first one. Yeah, same.
I'm not like getting trashed or anything, but I mean, I'm I got water too. we got both. Yeah, with ice. No.
I'm having trouble regulating the temperature of my apartment or my townhome because there's I'm in a room that has like 3 exterior walls on it. And so it gets really hot in the summer. So it's like I could absolutely blast the heat, and this room still would stay like pretty cool. And the opposite in the summer. So I'm just gonna be a hermit today, and you'll have to deal with that. What about it? They're good. Noxi's pretty expensive. Ponte Vedra is hyper expensive. But they're cool places. I would live in Noctis if it made financial sense. Less than 5 minutes. Like it's like one exit south, basically. It's basically So, yeah.
Nice.
Well, Tim Tebow played at. Tim Tebow was homeschooled. He played at high school. Yeah. He played football there, and that was it.
So
Still
she'd have to be
probably was.
homeschooled by the T-Bows. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. All right, we're gonna start without Nikki J, and if he shows up, then we'll chastise him. And I'm going to have to edit the encounters on the fly, so sorry for that taking forever. But cool. All right, so we made our characters last week. Does anyone have any last second, like, sort of, I don't know what this is stuff to ask or anything like that? We're feeling good. When we get into combat, it's okay if everything like falls apart. We'll be all right on that front. No? All right. Cool. Okay.
Frank, just really quick, are we supposed to press? Like, are we on our character sheet now, or are we supposed to press launch game?
You don't have to. I'll tell you when you need to launch
Okay.
game. You can just be on your character sheet for now.
Okay.
That is that's totally fine. Launch game will be like when we get into like the actual like adventure map part of it. We'll be there. So.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So we'll open up in a familiar tavern in the southern half of the outer city of Baldur's Gate. At the oh my god, I just had it pulled up. At the Blushing Mermaid. The four of you are sitting in your familiar booth in one of the quieter corners of the area. If you were to venture out into the main drag. There's all kinds of boisterous drunks and gamblers, even though it's in the middle of the day. This is certainly like the rougher part of town, I would say. For those of you who played Baldur's Gate 3, this is the tavern with the ship, kind of coming out of it. Like it's the actual location. Just having your regular, I don't know. This is your regular. Meeting point throughout the day where you decide what jobs you might take or those kinds of things. Why don't we describe what your character looks like before we kind of get things going? We can take it one at a time. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
Brandon, lead the way. Yeah.
Cool. I'm also going to ask that you temporarily in the Discord change your name to your character's name just for the session so that people can easily remember what people's names are. And not so that I can remember what people's names are. All right, cool. So we've got Harlan. Who's next?
I will not be able to use this flowery of language, but Chris Pine. I don't know. I did change my character last minute to halfling. So what is that? Like a half?
Frodo.
Frodo?
Think Hobbit, but not Lord of the Rings.
Frodo.
Distinctively different from Lord of the Rings. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, let's go, man.
No, yeah. You're basically a Hobbit with.
I mean, I'm looking at the avatar. I'm just going to describe that. Black hair, jet black hair. Halflings, I think, are what, like, not super tall, so probably like 3 or 4 feet. Probably like mid-20s. I don't know, medium build, and dude's just a good time. He's a bard. He's here. I should have brought my guitar out here, but yeah, musician, good time, very fresh perspective on life, and chasing an adventure.
Cool. All right, appreciate that. Nick, we're just introducing characters. Are you going to have like good enough internet to play?
Honestly, I don't know.
All right, we'll try and run
Yeah.
it. We'll see how it goes.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Was that Dubs? Do you have a soundboard over there? Is that what's? Oh, cool.
Oh,
All right. Thanks. Probably
I can-
thank John Abbott for that.
I
Yeah.
can go next. Yeah. So I'm a 5'11" kind of Aragorn looking dude. I'm wearing leather kind of hide armor. I don't talk too much. I kind of look like a quiet guy. I look very unbathed. Like I've been spending a lot of time in the woods recently. I have a brown cat on my shoulder named Bigsby. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. And that will leave Ritter? Ritter?
Sorry, I've been working on fixing my my computer. I'm trying to be in character. I am an elf. My name is Ridar. I like to use bows and arrows, and I probably have long jet black hair and pointy ears. And I've got a supreme sense of superiority. I don't know.
Yeah, you're better than them.
Yeah. What am I wearing?
Khaki.
Listen, man. No, I know. I'm wearing some chainmail. I don't know why, because I'm a long range kind of guy, so I just grabbed the wrong thing this morning, and I hope that doesn't bite me in the ass.
Should be a problem. Nikki J, if you could describe your character, and then if it's possible, change your name to your character's name for the duration of the session.
All right. So my guy's a dwarf barbarian. I named him Blizzak Brimstone. And he has some mostly proficiency in like strength. Was sort of a mercenary, kind of wandering around. Was from mountainous areas, and formerly a soldier at one point. And
Cool.
Yeah.
Long beard.
Yeah, long beard, kind of middle-aged or so for a dwarf.
Braided or scruffy?
I'll go scruffy. Kind of been out wandering around doing odd jobs for a long time now. So
Cool.
One more
All right,
admin thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Dub, stream cannot hear you. Stream can hear everyone except for you, probably because your audio is not synced up to the stream. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so it's been a relatively quiet afternoon and early evening, but as we get to we'll call it late in the afternoon. There's a bit more of a bustle than normal in this tavern, which is a lot to be said because it's usually quite rowdy this time of day. But there is a man running around accosting the guests, and he eventually comes to your table after being turned down to several of them, and so he'll approach. Hello. Are you by adventurers by chance? The five of you.
Who's asking?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. So how rude of me. My name is Cadman. I work down by the docks.
Anybody here know this guy?
I don't, but I'm interested to learn more about him.
Look, I'm I'm willing to pay you. I just I need some help investigating. Well, you know the fists. They're useless as usual. I was hoping you might be able to help me.
At the mention of the word the fists, you see my character straighten his back and start listening a little bit more intently.
For those of you, you would all be familiar with who the Flaming Fists are. They are the quote unquote law enforcement of Baldur's Gate. Depending on who is in charge of the Flaming Fists at any given point in time, they have a certain amount of usefulness to the populace of the community. But generally, in the outer city where you are now, they don't have a great reputation for following through with the law, and they're less like aggressively corrupt and more aggressively inept and incapable of dealing with the rampant crime in the lower city of Baldur's Gate. So that's what you might know about the Flaming Fists. Yeah, you see, my colleagues, well, they were murdered. I, they we I showed up for work this morning, and I found them on just lying on the docks like they'd been chewed up by a bunch of sharks or something. But they were on the dock, so I don't see how that's possible. We were just working on a ship, and the fists are there, and they're not letting anyone in, and they claim they're investigating, but I just don't think that they're actually doing anything. And I was hoping I could pay you to go see what's going on before I get called for another job down there, and the same thing happens to me.
So at this point, just wondering, kind of out like break character.
Sure.
Can I ask like what this character looks like, or are there things I can roll to like?
Yeah.
don't
You
know.
could, you could roll things like insight to see if he's being like truthful. You can ask for what he looks like. Yeah, he looks like a, like a typical harbor crewman. He's maybe a little bit less dirty than usual, given that he didn't really put any work in today. But he's in sort of like leather clothes. Somebody who lives pretty modestly. Um, he looks very stressed out, like he's just kind of run around and gotten turned down by a lot of people today. But that's generally, human, lower class human Baldur's Gate male.
So in general, while if we speak to you, like if we just like say whatever we want, you'll direct us in a certain direction, right? Like,
Sure. Yeah, it's up to
Okay.
me to role play his reaction, or have you, if you're trying to do something, like there might be a role involved, then I'll tell you what role to use. Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lean in and I ask, how much money?
Well, I think I could spare. Let's see. Well, if the dock doesn't operate well, then the owners would be really out. I think I could spare you 100 gold, if you could figure out the source of who killed my friends.
Wait,
We will not consider it for anything less than 1,000.
wait.
I give you like I don't know. That's really funny. I couldn't possibly have 1,000 gold. I've never seen 1,000 gold in my life. This is everything I have. Please.
My character steps forward, kind of like uncomfortably into Cadman's space, and says, "You're gonna stay close and answer questions, and if you remember anything strange, anything at all, you speak up." And then I turn to the group and I say, "Before we accept anything, let's go and take a look and see what he's talking about."
I agree.
Yeah, give me an intimidation check.
Do I just click?
You just click on the plus whatever next to intimidation.
Roll a 4.
Yikes.
God.
He's like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. Like, I'll come with you. Like, if it means you're gonna take the job, like, let's go.
Okay. Harlan looks to the group and waits for some sign of acknowledgement from everybody else that we'd like to go and kind of feel things out before we commit to anything.
What do you think,
Chris
Bigsby?
speaks up. Go ahead, Turk.
Sorry, I'm just gonna ask Bigsby really fast. What do you think? Bigsby meows in agreement.
Chris, for reasons not mentioned to the group yet, is really invested in the money component of this. We do not. I think we don't do anything until we have at least some type of upfront payment from Mr. Cadman. So
what's
my
it gonna be?
recommendation
Money?
is
He's like halfway out the door because Harlan already gave him the word.
Your name's Chris, right?
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to talk directly to Chris here. I'm going to look directly at Chris and say, if we think that this is worth it, getting the docks back into an operating state will be worth more than 100 gold pieces. Let's just take a look at these bodies, try and size up the situation, and whether this is something that we feel like we can handle, and then we'll go from there. We have all the leverage. Once we're down at the docks and we see these bodies, I think we can really figure out what the situation is. Like we've already been offered 100 gold pieces. Pause. Metagame. 100 gold pieces is a lot of money.
Yeah, shitload of money.
So
that's
I don't want to like downplay your we're not doing it for anything less than 1,000, but that's like being like I want $100,000 to look into this murder.
I didn't know that either. To be fair, I had no idea.
It is totally okay if your character is motivated by money, which it's totally fine if it is. Then Harlan keys off on that and says, if we take this job, you can have my cut. Like if it matters that much to you, let's just go down and see what's going on. And if we take this job,
Chris,
you can have my cut.
Chris reluctantly decides to follow suit, but is keeping an eye on Harlan to make sure no tricky shit happens.
Nothing about Harlan leads you to believe that I would be tricky.
Well, other than you're
y'all know
double
each
my
other.
size.
Yeah,
we know
y'all
each
know
other.
each other. You've worked together for a long time. We established. Yeah.
Okay.
To give you a perspective, 100 gold pieces is what a poor a poor citizen would make in a year. So pretty significant.
Let's roll.
Cool.
Meow.
Yeah. All right. So you head on the docks. It's not too far if you remember actually from Baldur's Gate 3, the game. It's not too far from the Blushing Mermaid. But this one is a little off the beaten path of the main dock run, and it's actually sort of at an opening of a river point that runs through the southern part of town. It's pretty quiet. There are not a lot of ships in the harbor, or in this part of the dock. And you come upon a scene where on the entryway there are two Flaming Fists guards blocking off the pathway potentially onto the docks. And as you approach, they sort of say, "Hold up, wait there. No public access today." There's an open investigation.
Pause for a moment. Am I the physically largest person in the party? Or is Nick's character?
He's a dwarf.
Okay.
So he might be the widest person in the party.
Arnoldo, go ahead.
We've been hired actually by Cadman to come in and investigate. May we come?
The Flaming Fist is already investigating. Look, there's no need for you to be here. This is the other guy because he has a different voice, I guess. We've got it handled. Y'all can carry on. Go.
I look straight at the second guard and say, "Understood, but we're not the public. We're here to investigate the bodies."
Give me a deception check.
Okay. I'm not very deceitful, boys. 11.
11. Oh, so you're not? Who? I'm sorry. Who sent you? I promise we have it handled. We're after the perpetrator as we speak. 'Cause
We're here on official Baldur's Gate business to investigate the murders.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
I guess you can come in. That means we're relieved, right? We can go home. We're still getting paid for today.
I
He's looking at you like, hopefully.
flip each of them like a couple copper pieces and encourage them to go and grab a drink at the nearest watering hole.
Fair enough. Y'all are weird folks, but we'll get out of here. And they all walk off to the bar. And then Cadman turns to you. He's like, "See, I told you the fists were useless. Like, really? Like that's all it took for them to leave their post." And so the dock is open to you.
Okay, we follow Cadman.
He walks over to where he originally found the bodies. He's like, I swear they were here. They were cut up like the sharks had eaten them. The fists must have done something with the bodies.
We inspect the space where the bodies were.
Cool. You can start doing that. I'll give you a roll in a second. What did you want to do, Turk?
I was gonna say inspect. Is there any evidence of blood, or is there anything broken, or?
Yeah. Okay. You and Chris can both give me an investigation check to take a look at the dock surrounding area. Anyone else who wants to search can do that.
I rolled a 20.
You rolled a 20.
I rolled a 16.
A 16. All right. So both of you have noticed that very recently, there's a lot of evidence of two corpses being here, and actually recently being rolled over the side of the dock, but potentially just by those flaming fist guards that you sent away. There's blood spatter. There's even a little piece of cloth like torn on the edge of the dock. So it was kind of hastily done and not really attempted to cover up. And actually, Turek, you notice a couple of other pieces of information. There are some tracks, not so much from blood, but in the like sort of from wet feet on the dockwood that come sort of from the direction of the water and then back into the water to where the corpses were. If you want to give me a nature check, you might recognize what those tracks are.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, so you do. So let me look up an explanation.
Sure.
For what these are. Okay, so they have like skinny webbed feet, basically. You recognize these as a common frustration for people in the southern part of the Sword Coast near the water as a swagan. And then for those of you who don't know the D&D term, like murlocs, these were murlocs that might have committed this. So it's pretty obvious that there are like several of them, several different swagan tracks coming in and out of the water.
Can we check the water where the bodies or where the tracks come from? Like look over the edge of the dock?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do
I'm
whatever
gonna look over the edge of the dock, look into the water. I lean over.
Yeah. So I mean, you kind of find what you expected. There's a lot of we'll call it predatory fish life around this area. Like the water has been chummed up a little bit. Evidence of some of like small shark activity and that sort of thing going on. But it's very murky. Although you could expect that there's been a lot of activity there.
So pause for just a moment, really quick, and this is more for all of the other party members. John, you have to assume that we have no idea what the dialogue is between you and Frank right now, and so anything that you see or like the nature check that you just passed, We see you walk onto the dock, look at the footprints, look into the water. You are not saying anything to us so far. So like the role playing aspect of this is you turning and telling us like, these are my observations. This is what I think is happening.
See. Got it. Okay.
Good point.
So I turn back to the party. I tell them that I point out the tracks that are going to and from the water. I point out the fact that these tracks look like swaggin creatures based on my previous experience or just historical insight, and then that's it.
We should assume they're not far, and they're probably not alone.
Yeah. Everyone, give me a survival check.
Roll it. 23.
Oh, Chris Pine rolled a 20.
Natural 20?
Yep.
No, 18 too.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool.
By the right page, can you guys see what I'm rolling?
Yeah, if you click on game log.
Yeah, it's in there.
Where's oh, there
It's
it
just
is.
if you all roll at the same time, it sort of
I see it now.
covers itself. Cool. So many of you know, like Swagin's natural habitats, they like to take over shipwrecks. They like to, live in like reefs and that sort of thing, seaside caves, things of that nature. Because you rolled so high, you can kind of look around, and there's only 2 ships in this section of the harbor, right? One is is the one that like presumably what's his name? Cadman might have been working on. Like it's up on the lift, it's sort of like in service, and the other one is a dilapidated old ship that is clearly unseaworthy. It's like kind of half sunk. And for those of you who are familiar with Baldur's Gate or around Baldur's Gate, it's actually known as the Fearsome Grimace, and it's been there for quite some time. But it's not too far, like towards the edge of the dock, would be accessible, pretty easily with a quick little dinghy row out, which there are plenty of around.
I'm an idiot, and I don't know what's going on. So the people that rolled high on the survival
you didn't
check,
roll high enough.
You guys will need to spell this one out for those of us who rolled a 5.
You're just used to fighting more noble foes than Swagans. Like you never bothered yourself with them before.
So could it be? Chris makes the observation. Could it be that the dilapidated ship was hijacked by, based on my nature check and based off the survival check, probably a dozen Swagan? And they have the bodies now.
Tough to tell how many might be there in person. Everyone's pretty clear. Like the bodies were just kind of thrown over the edge. Like they're probably just like underneath the water, like by the dock right there. You might presume that like the guards just didn't want to deal with it and claim that it was like a creature attack or something, right? And that's an easy enough assumption to make. In terms of how many Swagan like were there and like actually killed them in the first place, there was at least a few of them that actually made it to the dock. You don't really have any idea how many might be on the ship.
I turned to Cad. Oh, go on.
No, please.
I was going to say, I turned to Cadman and I ask, have you seen any Swagan recently?
Not recently. I we see them from time to time, but they don't usually come this close to shore. Like, but I guess they're usually a problem around here.
At the mention of the dilapidated ship that Chris mentioned a couple seconds ago, you kind of see me start to scan the harbor, and I focus in on the dilapidated ship, which I hadn't noticed before, and I turn to the group and I say, that one doesn't belong, and it's because nothing hides better than something that everyone else has stopped caring about.
Cadman is like, well, if they're nesting there, we won't be able to use the docks for quite some time. That certainly would be a problem.
To which Chris says, a problem that's worth a little more than 100 coin, I would venture to say.
I chuckle and shake my head.
Kevin's like, look, I made it really clear. That's everything I have. Like, I'd offer more if I could.
To which Chris interrupts. Why, Cadman, is this group so important to you? When you approached us originally, you seemed disheveled in some senses, but by no means were you emotional or overwhelmed. Chris begins to question Cadman's intentions here.
Okay, roll a perception or an insight check.
Insight.
And he'll respond with a check that.
Hold on. Insight.
How do I roll?
A 5. 7.
How do I roll? I don't know
And
how I roll
lost
as a
my
DM.
pen for notes.
Do you have a dice in the bottom left corner, Frank?
No.
I could just roll for you if you tell me what dice you want me to roll.
Yeah, just give me a d20.
Oh. You rolled a 1, Frank.
Like
critical miss.
So you both didn't roll high. Okay. Yeah, like, dude, he's a mess. Like, you can't really tell like what his intentions are, but he just looks messy. You're not a very good judge of his character. Something's
And not sure if it's pity or if it's kind of a general affect of annoyance with how hard Chris is pushing for more money. I step forward and I put my hand on Chris's shoulder and I look him in the eyes and metagame for a moment, guys. We are a party of adventurers who know each other. Like, we are not new to one another.
Mm-hmm.
And so I look at Chris and say, he's probably as worried about his friends as you would be if you found me lying dead on a dock.
And he's trying to scrounge it up, and he's like, you know what? I'm sure that you could take any treasure that's on the ship, if there is any. No one's looked after it in a long time, so I don't think anyone would question it.
Now, guys, we could go explore the ship right now, right? However, I just have a question for Cadman. Like, when did all this happen? This happened today, or like happened last night, or like when do you think this they disappeared?
I assume this morning. Like, I showed up for work and they were dead on the dock.
Now, I have an idea, guys. All right. I don't know if this would work, but what if we were to leave a decoy by the dock and then hide over there behind something and then see if they might come out and to attack the decoy?
I think the decoy should be Cadman.
I think that's a great idea as well.
Excellent idea.
And then I look at Cadman and I wink at him and say, don't worry, nothing will happen.
I don't know. I guess if that's the only way to get you to investigate.
Frank, feel free to use some of my lore against me here if you want.
Yeah, like, dude, he's an innocent guy. Like, putting him out there is pretty heavy risk to his life. Maybe that's not something you want to do.
But wait, if he gets attacked and killed, how are we going to get the money from him?
Good point.
You just hear me mutter to myself, I won't let it happen again.
You see Turek reach down and touch a box-shaped item in his pocket. His pocket, what are you doing? All right. So what do we think, guys? Should we go explore this boat, or do you think we should do this decoy idea?
Chris interrupts.
And ask for more money.
Where's my fucking money? Chris interrupts. Still not fully trusting of Cadman and his intentions. He volunteers himself as a decoy. I brought my loot with me, and maybe I can, distract the swaggin or bring them, this evening. I'll be playing my guitar, my lute on the dock, and maybe that'll entice them to come close. But I would need to make sure that one of you is close by to boink them on the head.
So
if they get too
at
close.
Chris's interjection and volunteering of his own personal welfare, my momentary playful mood where I winked at Cadman and told him nothing would happen gets a little more serious. And I looked directly at Chris. And I said, if you're volunteering, that changes things. But we do it my way. And then I immediately set two conditions with Chris. I say, you don't stand alone and you're never out of sight. And if I say you move, no questions.
Chris responds, "Of course, friend. It's worked in the past. It's sure to work now."
So I look at Cadman and I say, he chose this. You didn't. And then I start I motion for the group and we start to walk over behind kind of a staging of barrels and cargo that's going to get loaded onto a ship that's coming, where we're close enough to intercept if something comes out of the water, but we're far enough away that we're out of line of sight from the water's edge. And I turn to Ridar and Turek and I say, have some arrows notched, because we have no idea how many Sahuagin are coming out of the water, and we need to be prepared.
Are we? Is it nightfall now? Are we waiting until nightfall
Yeah,
for this?
we can do that.
Okay.
Bear with me for just a second. I'm seeing if I have a map for something like this. I don't have that particular thing planned.
Turek, does what was his name? Biggles?
This is Bigsby.
Bigsby, my apologies. Does Bigsby offer us any combat advantage here? Is there any?
Well, that's actually the question I was like, if we're gonna time out here a little bit. Like, I don't know how much I can do with Bigsby. I guess is Bigsby just a playing character right now that can do have its own checks?
You have to use your bonus action to give him instructions. Otherwise, he's just going to stand there and take the dodge action, basically, and he has a reaction, which I can help you through. But like we're going to talk about combat when combat comes in.
Gotcha. I just wasn't sure like how much Bigsby I can like do with Bigsby, because like I could be doing a lot of things with Bigsby.
I was going to ask if you wanted to position
you can roleplay with
Bigsby in a position, especially as night is falling. Bigsby's got great vision at night, and can likely both see and hear any sort of disturbances at the surface of the water that are coming towards us. So I don't know if you want to place Bigsby up on a barrel to have vision of the whole harbor, or what you want to do.
I tell Bigsby I motion to Bigsby to climb up to the top of a pole that a lantern is hanging from, and Bigsby climbs up and just sits down on it.
And Blizzak is a barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of like cannonball in if shit starts to get a little rowdy.
Yeah, I could.
So and you guys are, through your experience with Harlan, I'm kind of like the grizzled tactician. So like, if we have the ability to prepare before a combat encounter, that is what I'm spending my time doing, is making sure that we're in a position to win. So
go ahead and click the play button for me.
Perfect.
Where's the play button?
It's in the top right of your character sheet.
Oh, the character sheet.
The thing that says launch game?
Launch game. Yeah, sorry, launch game.
Okay.
My bad. Oh, that's not what I want.
I'm right here. Never mind. Oh, cool. This is cool.
And
Okay,
Ridar and Turek are
so-
both rangers, or is Ridar a fighter that specializes in ranged weapons?
He's a fighter that uses a bow. Mm-hmm. All right,
Okay.
so I don't have a dock map, so we're just going to use this as like sort of the dock, and we're going to say this bottom side is I can draw actually. So like this is the where you came in, right? And then we're going to put like the water, the water line is like here on the dock, right? Can you guys see that?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and position how you would want this to be come early morning, or like in the
So-
middle of the night.
Gotcha.
Boxes.
So yeah, so
cool.
we're
There could be
gonna.
crates on the side. Yeah.
So wait, are we on? Wait, this is the water over here, or is the?
Yeah, the blue side on the other side of the water, like the the
So
fat side is the dock.
The fat
So you'd
side
be
is
at
the.
Chris is towards the edge of the water there.
Gotcha.
Playing my guitar.
Gotcha. Okay, so then that means that we're gonna do a little 3-dimensional here.
Yes.
Can I do 3-dimensional, or we gotta stick with 2D?
You could be on top of something. Like I said, the map's not great. Yeah. For this.
Freddie,
but-
remind me what class you're playing.
I am a halfling.
Sorry, not
Halfling bard.
Bard.
Yeah, so appropriate for.
I look at this. I'm loving where Bigsby is. I'm looking at this, and I ask Blizzak to position himself on top of the boxes, to Chris's right, and be prepared to leap in if shit gets rowdy. I'm positioned right on the hip of this stack of barrels, just out of eyesight. And then we should have archers, positioned on either side as flanks that can come out with arrows knocked, and start taking fire if need be.
All right, cool. So if this is how we want to position, what I'm going to need is a performance check from Chris and stealth checks from anyone who's not currently trying to be seen.
Okay, performance check from me.
Uh-huh.
We ready? So we're clicking back to the character sheet.
Yeah, you're probably going to need 2 tabs here, but
Okay. Ready?
yeah.
Performance. An 11.
11. Okay.
And you want stealth rolls from everyone else?
Yeah, stealth rolls from everybody else.
I got a 20 stealth.
Cool.
I got a 16.
Ooh, I got 25.
Okay. All right. So in that case, yeah, we get towards the sort of quiet part of the night. Who has dark vision and who doesn't? Elves would have a dark vision. Halflings have it naturally. What else? What other characters are?
I think I have it up to 120
yeah, dwarves
feet.
do. No, you guys are actually kind of okay. Keep in mind, Purik, you're not gonna very easily see what's going on in the dock while you're trying to be stealthy. It's gonna be a little bit tough to see at the beginning of this situation. But
Okay.
at some point, there are actually everyone give me a perception check. And for the people who pass the stealth checks, give me
18.
perception at advantage. If you got dark vision, give it an advantage, which means roll it twice and give me the best one.
I got a 20 on perception.
So I can roll it again?
You said perception?
Yeah, roll it again and give me the higher one. Yep, perception.
Okay, because I got 1 on the
Okay, I got
stealth.
16 is the highest.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Chris Pine
Alright,
rolled
so
a
yeah.
nat 20.
What
Yeah.
was I supposed to roll something?
Huh?
Ooh.
Let's not worry. Okay, we're good. Y'all see these guys trying to sneak up on him.
Okay, can I have lyrics and a title for my song. Can I sing it? I'm not gonna sing it.
Give it to us. Give it to us. Love that.
All right. Chris gives a wink to his party before beginning his song, "Come Out Swaggin'." Come out swaggin', the fire is low. The night is cold, the wind is slow. Your cup is full, your seat is near. We've kept it warm since you were here. Come out swaggin', don't stand alone. The road is hard, but this is home. Lay down your sword, lay down your pain. Tomorrow comes, but not the same.
Reroll that performance check. We'll give you advantage on it for writing the song.
Okay. Oh, thank you. So I go another performance check?
Yeah,
performance?
give it. Yeah, if it's better than 11, we'll take it.
It's a 3.
It's a 3. Okay.
It
All right,
was a
cool.
10. It's a 10 with a
They're intrigued, but mostly because they think you're fresh meat, not because they like love the song. But y'all see them approaching. And actually, like they don't see you. So everybody but Chris is going to get a surprise round for this one, assuming you want to attack them before they get to your friend. I think that's probably what's going on. So before we explain combat in D&D, we're going to roll initiative. So go ahead and everyone in your character sheet in the top middle, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Top middle. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh.
18.
Or wait, no, that wasn't me. That was
Okay.
5.
Where is initiative? I'm sorry.
Right
On the
underneath
top middle.
proficiency bonus, and next to your armor class, the shield.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
sorry, you rolled 5, and
I rolled
who rolled
5.
18?
Chris.
Chris rolled 18. Okay, cool.
I had 2 dice.
Initiative
so-
determines the order in which you fight.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. I'm ready.
All right, I still need Blizzax and Rydar's
I did a 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Sorry
Blizzak,
about
what was
that.
your initiative?
Can someone roll? Log me out.
Yeah, I got you. Hang on. 8.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna start this. All right. Chris does not get a surprise round, but we would have gone first. But that's okay. The first Sagwin warrior skips his turn because it's a surprise round. So does the swarm of lemurs. So Ryder, you'll have the first turn. So let's talk about turns in D&D combat. It's really pretty simple. You can move, right? That's based on your walking speed, and you get 1 action and 1 bonus action. Your actions are on your character sheet listed under actions. So like all your swords are on there, right? Like your bow's on there. Like shooting your bow is an action. At level 3, just one attack is an action. Bonus actions are a variety of things that you can do. I think the best thing for me to do is just kind of go on to each character and talk about what you can do with a bonus action. That's also generally things like open door, or I'm going to call it drink potion, right? If you played Baldur's Gate 3, it's the same system as that when characters had actions and bonus actions. But if we look at Rydar's character, if you were to attack with your bow, that would be a single action. Your bonus actions are things like you don't necessarily have any bonus actions currently. You do have second wind is that's something you can use once per day, basically. That's what long rest means. And it lets you use another action on your turn, so it let you attack twice in one turn, basically. So, you do have a trait that is good for your bonus action. You have second wind, so as a bonus action, twice per day, you can you can regain hit points, 1d10 plus 3 hit points. So that's what you would be able to do with your bonus action. You don't have to do that. Obviously, you're at full hit points. But basically, you're here. It's your turn, and you have the opportunity to attack something. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Okay, so real quick, I have a long bow and a short bow, and they have different ranges.
Mhm.
How do I know how far away my targets are?
Yeah, we're gonna call each one of these squares 10 feet.
10? God damn.
We're gonna call it 5 feet. This is a small dock. Yeah, this should
Okay,
be
I
a
was
small
about to
dock.
say.
5, 10.
We're making up this map as I go, so yeah.
Okay, so either works really.
Yeah, what you see is two swagons and a swarm of lemures. So think of this as like this gross mass of like fiendish creatures, right? That are like it's it's a pretty gruesome sight.
Let's say muck, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a muck monster. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, will arrows do damage on a muck monster?
Yeah. It's not immune to piercing damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll use my short bow
Mhm.
against, and I'll point it at swarm of lemurs,
Mhm.
and then so I'm gonna. Do I? Which one of these do I hit?
Yeah, you click the +5 under the hit / DC. You click the +5 next
Okay.
to the weapon you're using.
Okay, cool. So that's 15.
Cool. So what is the swarm? Yeah, so that beats its armor class, so that you do hit it. And you use your short bow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now you roll the damage next to short bow for the piercing damage.
6.
6. Okay, great. You do 6 damage. Let's see. Ow. What's this? Okay, and then Vex. Shortbow's Vex. What does Vex do?
Which, by the way, I am not seeing those rolls from Ridar.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
Yeah, we won't worry too much about it. I can
Okay.
see it for some reason.
Okay,
So
good.
yeah. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, you hit it for 6 damage.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do for flare? You shoot your bow at him. Would you like to move or do anything for flare?
I just exclaim, "Nice."
Good, cool, love it.
All right.
The arrow sinks in like in a couple
That
of
guy's
these
so
like
fucking
little
chill.
mushy creatures sort of like wriggle off, right? But the mass is still sort of there. Our next turn will be the next Swagan warrior who skips his turn because of surprise, and we'll go to Blizzak.
All right.
Next will be Harlan, just so you're ready for what you want to do.
I guess I have a little axe I can throw.
Okay.
Little hand axe. It's a 20-foot range. I'll just throw one of those at I think I'm closest to lemurs, right?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, yeah, I'll throw one of those.
Okay.
The lemur.
Would you roll, or are you able to roll, or I can roll for you?
I think did it come through?
Yep, 8 damage.
I got the damage. I need the to hit part.
Sorry.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
So you'll do 8 damage if you hit. Yeah, you did hit. All right, so you hit this mass of writhing creatures, and several more of them kind of fall out. It's a little smaller in size, but still a pretty hardy mud monster. Cool. Any bonus actions or any movement you'd like to make?
I'll just stay there for now.
Okay, great. We'll go to Harlan.
I unsheath my greatsword in just one smooth motion, and immediately close the gap to the nearest Sahuagin between Chris and the water. So
All right, go ahead and move your token for that. Yeah,
I'm
there
gonna
you go.
move this guy right up here.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to do a greatsword attack plus trip attack. And
Cool.
as I swing my sword, I just say stay down. So what do I got to roll here?
Give me the attack for the to hit first.
Okay. Where is that located on the character sheet?
It's under actions, next to the greatsword. It's like the big +5.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And your trip, that's your maneuver? Is that what you're trying to go for?
Yeah. So the trip attack is
Yeah.
a maneuver.
Okay.
So I rolled a 14 to hit.
All right. I believe that that does hit. So when you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon or an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 superiority die and add the dice to the attack's damage roll. If the target is larger or smaller, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or have the prone action. So go ahead and
So I rolled
roll
damage for the greatsword, right, and then the superiority die.
Yep. You roll both.
Okay, so 13 and then 8, so 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. Wow. Okay. And he is going to roll a strength save. I don't know what's based off of though. Sorry, hang on.
With an 8, I would be very surprised if he passed the strength save.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's a flat roll.
Oh, is it an 8-sided die? That's why it says 1d8.
Yeah.
So you hit
if the maneuver requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus the strength dexterity modifier plus the proficiency bonus. So so it's 11 plus 2, so it's 13. And he passes the strength save, but he does look heavily impacted by that. All right, cool. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to make?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and that was moving. All right, cool. So we'll move on to Turek's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna target the Swaggin warrior on the left, the farthest one from Chris. I'm gonna target that with a short bow, and then just hit the hit DC.
Yeah. The to hit part first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that hits. Is that a crit?
Yeah, that's 20
All right, cool. So it should automatically double the number of dice you roll for
for the damage.
For this. Yeah, for this damage. Yep.
Okay, so I get damage.
And this is just Turek, not the cat, right?
I don't think the cat does.
No, you can use your bonus action to command the cat, but okay, so you do 8 damage with that. Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, you can use your. That's one of the uses that you have for your bonus action is command the cat to like go attack that guy or something like that. You can also like cast one of your bonus action spells. You can do a variety of things on that front.
So yeah, I'm gonna command Bixby to attack the same Swaggin warrior.
Okay, cool. So you can go do that, and he has its own character sheet. Do you know where you might find that? I can help you. Let's see.
I have no idea.
Yeah, let me go.
If that's too complicated, I can just do something.
No, dude. It's like your whole class. If you go to your features and traits, and you click on Primal Companion.
Class features and traits. There it is.
Yeah, you can see in here Beast Strike, his melee attack roll. Let me give you a token for him.
Beast Strike.
It's kind of under actions.
Beast of the Land. Is it still under features and traits?
Yeah, you have to click on Primal Companion.
Okay, primal companion. Okay, clicked on primal companion. A thing popped up on the right.
Pop out. Yep.
Yeah, pop out, and then is that like on here or something?
It's if you scroll down a little bit, it's under Beast Strike. You can't click on it, but I'm just kind of.
Oh, there it
Is it
is. Yeah, I see
Bigsby?
it.
What's
Yeah,
his name?
Bigsby. Yeah, Bigsby.
Bigsby. Okay. So he's gonna run down, and so you get a plus. Basically, Beast Strike equals your spell attack modifier. So it's based on your Wisdom, which for you is a +4 to hit.
Okay.
This is a lot to kind of go find. So you can just give me like a D20, and you get
Okay.
+4 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Let me. Where's the dice? Yeah, roll dice. D20. Roll.
So 11 will miss. So he goes to
Okay.
claw at him, and the Swaggin dodges. So yeah, cool. All right. That'll bring us back to the top. Unless you want to move, Turek. Do you want to move?
We'll move Turek. How far can he move in a single turn?
Based on your walk speed. So 30 feet.
30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So I can just like be right here or something.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. We're gonna move to the next, which will be Chris's turn, at the top of the order.
Okay. I would like to introduce some magic, Frank. So,
Yep.
Actually, where the hell is Cadman in all this?
Hiding in the corner. He's not a fighter. He's a lover, not a fighter.
Okay. Would me explaining something here count as a turn, or?
No, that's flavor. Flavor's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Chris says, "Really showing your true colors now, Cadman." As he prepares a spell.
Okay. What's he got?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
What do you want to cast? So what are your spells? Let's
I
take a
have
look at your
Mage
spells.
Hand. Ooh, I have an idea.
Okay.
I have a Thunder Wave, and I
Mhm.
presume these things are all. Chris notices that the slimy texture of the bodies of the Stingwind warriors, and
Yeah.
thinks a Thunder Wave could be super effective.
Pokemon thoughts?
Pikachu.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
not necessarily true, but it also it
Shit.
will do damage. So you're just not going to get double damage. So
Okay, so what do I do to do a Shockwave?
So it's a
Thunderwave.
15-foot cube. If you'd like to cast Thunderwave, it originates from you. So you got to be careful about potentially hitting your teammates here.
So
but you might be
can
able
I
to
take out the
navigate that.
swarm of lemurs?
You could go Thunderwave them, yeah.
Who the hell is this little apprentice boy that just showed up?
He's adding Cadman. Yeah.
Oh, this is Cadman. Okay.
Okay.
Down, boy, says Chris. And
all right. So you're gonna run over. So you probably have to run over to the swarm if you want to hit them with.
Okay, I'm gonna run. I can just do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna click the little cast button next to Thunderwave, and then you're gonna click the 2d8 like box for the damage. And I'm gonna make a saving throw, a Constitution.
One moment. So I'm in spells. I'm not in actions, but I'm now in spells.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Under first level, you're gonna click cast next to Thunderwave, and then you're gonna click on the 2d8 thing.
Okay, ready? Cast.
Mm-hmm. And then click on the
oh
damage.
Gosh, no! I just pressed it 3 times, and there's 3 slots. Is that okay?
Yep. You can uncheck 2 of the boxes. You're fine.
Okay. And then I'll press 2d8.
Yep.
Which is 2 dice that are 8. Okay, I get it now. So I rolled a total of an 8.
An 8. Okay, cool. He's gonna roll a Constitution save. Which he rolled a 4, so he fails.
Wonderful. Okay.
You force
push him. Yeah, he like a loud crack happens, and several of these lemurs like sort of start like flying off, and they look a little bit fried, like post Thundershock kind of thing. And the what's left of the mound gets kind of pushed back, and it takes 8 damage. Cool. All right. Cool.
He's still alive.
It is still alive. Yeah, this thing is something. It's considerably smaller than when it showed up on the dock, but it is still alive.
Okay. And then Chris looks back at Bigsby. That's how you do it, buddy.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're gonna move on.
Bigsby meows and retort.
The next one in the order is the Swagan that is next to Turek.
Quick question, Dungeon Master. I only did one action there, right? Or do I get another?
Do you have a bonus action you want to use? You could. Your Bardic Inspiration
I'm
is
thirsty
a bonus
for
action.
blood. So my bonus actions are Bardic Inspiration.
That's generally or like you can cast Healing Word, but no one's.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I'll hold up.
Yeah, cool. We're gonna move over to the Swagan warrior that's next to Turek is the next in the order. So he's gonna go. He's gonna take a swing at Turek. He gets 2 vile slime attacks. So the first one will be a 15 to hit. What's your AC?
My AC
is 15. I always forget if
AC armor class.
Oh, armor class. Got
right
it.
next to initiative.
Yep.
Context clues.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That does hit you. So it's going to do 10 poison damage.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to go for another swing.
Chris gasps.
And that's a 23 to hit.
Oh.
And it's going to do 14 poison damage.
All right.
Are you knocked unconscious?
He should be up. Not enjoying himself very much, but yeah, this thing hit him hard.
Where do I put that?
You in the top right of your sheet, you're gonna mark down that damage, and you can just type 10 in there and hit damage.
Top right of my sheet.
Yeah,
you see
like where your HP is.
Hit points.
Oh, I see. And how much damage did I take? 14.
You took 10 and then 14 poison damage.
So 24.
Yes, yeah, 24 damage.
Oh my god. Are you alive?
He hit really hard. Yeah.
And then and what's poison do?
It's just the type of damage. Don't worry about that. Yep.
Okay. Not Pokemon.
Poisoned.
Not Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it.
So how's he?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong guy. It shouldn't have been this much damage. That I was rolling off the swarm of lemurs. So you actually take 8 damage total. My bad.
Because I was like, I have 25 health points.
I know. I'd be dead.
Okay. So I'm up to. I took 8, so I'm down to 20. Okay, cool.
You have 28.
You're not going to make an orphan out of Bigsby. Not yet.
I have 28.
Holy cow! You're a healthy lad.
Fighters and Rangers. Cool.
I too have 28.
All right, we're gonna move to the swarm of lemurs, which is what I accidentally just rolled by. That'll be the next to go. It's gonna attack Chris Pine, sitting in front of him. No, hobble up. The first attack is a 11 to hit, which I don't believe hits you. No, does not hit you.
Yes.
The next one is a 21 to hit. So you're going to take 16 poison damage.
God damn.
So it sort of writhes at you twice, and the first one you duck under, but the second one comes and hits you like across the face, and it's like this like swarm of muck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm about to. I just took 16 damage. Okay.
16 damage. Yep.
I am now down to 5 hit points.
Yeah, that's fun. So you didn't like that.
No.
All right, that's a swarm of lemurs' turn though. We're gonna move on to Ridar. What do you got for us?
Ridar?
Excuse me, I was taking a mid-battle bite.
You're good.
From the food that I packed.
Like Skyrim version, like cakes. You're just eating so many cakes.
You know what's really fun? So far, if this battle were playing out in real time, we've been in combat for like 36 seconds.
Not even. One turn is 7 seconds, so you're on the second 7 seconds of this fight. Yep.
Ridar pulls out his food to eat.
Yeah. I say, man, my buddies are in trouble, and
I'm hungry.
clearly very nonchalant. So then I'll use my
Heals.
So next to the what?
Heals, please.
What?
Not
Heals.
Heals.
He doesn't have
Heals,
heals. He
please.
doesn't have heals. He's a fighter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't do that
He
for
could
you, man.
shoot you with an
Can't he
arrow.
throw a vial? Can't he throw a heal vial?
He can kill the thing that's trying to kill you, though.
I
Do we
could
know
do
how many
that.
hit
Yeah.
points it has
Freddy, let him have his turn.
So yeah, how many hit points does Swarm of Lemurs have left?
It's probably about half the size that it was when it appeared onto the dock.
It just shrinks down.
Yeah,
as it
it's
goes
well,
away.
like you're like literally like masses of these like fiendish creatures keep flying off of it every time you guys hit something, so it's reduced in size. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot at it. So real quick, under range, there's a number in parentheses. What does that mean?
Let me look at your character. I don't know.
It says like 150 and then in parentheses 600.
So 150, inside of 150, you have a regular attack. Between 150 and 600, technically you can hit something, but you have disadvantage because it's far away. So like you could hit something 600 feet away, but you're rolling with disadvantage. But if you're inside 150, you have normal. You're good at hitting them. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. 1d6 plus. Okay, so I'm gonna use my longbow and shoot at swarms of lemurs, and so I'm gonna roll. And it's a 10.
To hit? Is that 10 to hit?
That's a hit.
A 10 to hit?
Yeah.
No, that's not a hit. No, you missed. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Arrow goes kind of sailing past it as it was writhing around to hit Chris. The arrow missed.
Please tell me that Ridar, upon missing, goes, nice.
No, he goes. Meow.
Love it. Cool. You got a bonus action? You want to surge? Anything like that?
A what?
You got an action surge. Once per day, you can go twice in the same turn, right?
All right, let's do that. So now second wind. Do I click on?
No, it's your action surge. It's a little further down from second wind.
Under bonus?
Action surge. It's under features and traits. Don't worry about it. I'll click it off for you because it's only once per day, so you don't have to remember it again. So yeah.
Oh, I found it. Boom, click.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so it just has one per short rest. Okay, so that's one per day. So now I get to go again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so then Ridar recalls that, and he goes, "Oh," and he's gonna, and then I roll.
Oh, I can just shoot again. Like that's
yeah. Oh, look at that! It's a 17.
Nice, that hits.
Oh yeah.
Give me damage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Okay. Yeah, 5 damage. All right, cool. That's yeah, a few more of these things fall off. This thing is it's struggling to kind of hold its composition at this point. So it's a little wobbly. Yeah, and that'll be your turn. So we'll go on to this Sawagan. He sort of like looks at your sword, Harlan, and looks down on the ground and sees like this giant pool of blood that you've caused it, and jumps in the water in an attempt to escape. You can take a reaction for an opportunity attack if you'd like.
I would like to take a reaction for opportunity attack.
Okay, go for it. Give me a roll of your greatsword.
8.
That doesn't hit, so he does jump in the water and kind of disappears below.
Okay. It is not in my style to chase, so what I do is I immediately identify that Chris is in grave danger. And so
yeah, cool.
After doing my opportunity attack at the Swagan and seeing it jump in the water, I turn and close the gap to Chris.
It's not quite your turn yet. That was just like a reaction to him leaving your
okay, my
area of
bad.
influence. Yeah, you're good because it's actually Blizzak's turn.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. Well, let me think about it. So I can move my guy. And move it
You're
in
on
front.
top of some crates right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move him in between the lemurs and Chris. Wedge myself in there.
Can't really get in between, but you can get here.
Or, okay, yeah, get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use my swipe at the lemurs with the great axe that I have.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna roll 14. That comes through?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did.
Alright. Let's see.
High damage.
7 damage. So
Alright.
I guess I don't really hit him that well.
It just doesn't, like you knock off several of these things. It's getting really wobbly. It's sort of like barely holding its composure.
Alright.
Cool. Any bonus action?
Can I enter rage? Yeah, I was gonna enter rage. I'm really mad.
Yeah, you can rage.
At how it treated Chris after the song.
For sure. All right, cool. You got a raging barbarian. That's good. All right, we'll go to Harlan now.
So just to make sure that I'm tracking what's going on, I just saw Blizzak jump in, slam the lemurs. They're looking probably closer to death than not.
Yeah, it's not it's not nearly as big as like the lemurs that are there in that mass are still healthy, right? But there's not many of them left, right? So the mass is like sort of struggling to keep its mass together.
Okay. So with the Swagan that's attacking Turek, I'm assuming that its back, there's some space to maneuver behind it. Its back is facing the water's edge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
close
the gap.
You could get in behind it. Like it's you could get there. Yeah.
I close the gap, and I'd like to attack this Swagan.
Cool. Go for it.
Okay. All right, I
that hits.
Roll a 19.
Mm-hmm.
I do 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to action surge.
Okay.
I roll another attack roll. 10.
Does not hit. You'll miss.
So that I dealt 9 points of damage to it.
Yep. All right, we'll move to Turek.
All right,
this Swagan in front of you is bleeding all over the dock at this point.
Okay. I look over at Bigsby and I say, "What are you even doing?" And Bigsby looks up at me and meows indignantly. Then I'm gonna look. Then I turn back over to the Swagan warrior and I'm gonna try to hit it with let's see. I'm gonna use my short sword.
Cool.
All right. I rolled a 7.
You just get sort of a meow from Bixby. Yeah.
Bigsby looks at me, and you can tell Bigsby is throwing it right back at me.
Yeah. Got a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to use Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah, is that?
It's let's see. I need to.
It's more of a ranged attack than a melee attack.
Yeah, it gives you bonus damage when you hit something, basically.
Okay, never mind. So then for I think, let's see, bonus action. Okay, Bixby. Bixby's gonna try to hit. Right.
Get him.
All right, D20.
You guys you're just sort of playing with your food, is what you're doing. You know that's what's going on there. Yeah, yeah.
Meow.
This is a very dodgy Swagan. He's fighting for his life over here. All right, we're gonna move to
He is
Chris.
bleeding to death and somehow
Yep.
playing the fucking bongos
That's
on your
exactly what he's
attacks.
doing. He's exactly what he's doing. We'll go to Chris.
Chris says to Bigsby and Turek, the air never stood a chance.
Meow.
By the way, you are 49 feet away from them.
With his last breath.
That's like halfway to first base.
And
That's
your
not that far.
jaw is basically hanging off of your face, and you're turning around to talk shit.
Dude, that sounds exactly like the character that Freddy has
That sounds
created. So
exactly
I
like
love it.
Chris.
Where's my money?
Okay. Question, Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Am I close enough to push the remaining little mound of lemurs into the water?
Freddy, before you ask this question, what's your athletics score?
Oh.
Yeah, see, that would be a strength check against its strength.
My confidence check is very high. My strength is +0.
Yeah, so I mean, you can try that. It would require you to overpower it in a contest of athletics, basically.
But as it's chipped away and now has lower, does it lower or not really?
It's
okay.
Like it's a swarm of creatures. So think about trying to push a swarm of creatures into the water, right?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do with my dialogue, if that's okay, because I honestly don't know what to do here. Yeah. Chris, with his jaw basically hanging off, leans over his shoulder and screams at Harlan, "What do I do, friend?" Consulting him for advice.
All right, I'll give you. All right, you have it. You have instinct as an adventurer. Like your ideas here are like get away. Your last Thunderwave knocked this thing away, right?
Yeah.
You have a healing spell. It's not particularly strong, so it's not something that's going to help you endure the next attack per se. You can also make yourself invisible with a spell.
Oh. Do I have that?
That's the thing. You do. It's called invisibility.
Oh yeah, I do. Can I do that?
Yeah, if you want to cast invisibility, that's your action. But you can.
I
would strongly recommend it.
If you're invisible, it's not going to see you to hit you, right?
Oh my god.
So yeah.
I mean,
will it hear all the shit talk he does though?
It will hear all the shit talk. Yes, it will.
Okay,
in fact,
so I'm going to cast invisibility. Okay.
Chris Pine is Peter Parker without the cool aspects.
So you disappear on spot.
I disappear. I didn't need to roll. I just am invisible now.
Yes, correct. Invisibility works. You're invisible until you either take damage from a source or you attack something.
Can I run away?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna limp. I'm limping over to Ridar.
Yeah. Cool.
Is that cool?
All right. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Right, I'm good.
You technically have a bonus action that you could use. You could give somebody inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I
would love if that, like, the air never stood a chance was you giving Bardic inspiration to Turk.
Yes,
that's really fun.
Fuck yeah. Can I give the cat? Can I give Bigsby? No, actually.
Yeah, you can give Bigsby inspiration instead of Turek. That's really funny. I like that. Yeah. So for your info, for you, John, Bardic Inspiration is a die that you can add to attack rolls or ability checks. So
John, you just look at Bigsby and you see him kind of just lock in and go meow.
You can add a D6 to any save that Bigsby needs to make or an attack roll until Chris uses Bardic Inspiration again. I think is what it is. So
okay.
Turek, do you want it or does Bigsby want it? You tell me. I scream from behind the blocks with my jaw off. So it's more like
I somehow interpret what you just said. Look over at Bigsby and say, "You want it, buddy?" And Bigsby goes, "Meow, meow."
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
yeah. So how does that work? I go to.
He just has it. You mark off a. You can mark off a bardic inspiration, but I'd be surprised if you used them all this session.
Bardic
So.
inspiration.
You can click on the limited use tab and just click off one of your bardic inspirations.
Yeah.
Where is limit? I see action spells.
Do you see on the actions
Inventory.
tab where it says on the far right it says other and then limited use?
Oh yeah, limited use.
Yes, limited use.
Dude, I think
Bardic
that's new. I
inspiration.
didn't think that was there before.
Boom.
Yeah, cool.
Done. Okay.
All right.
Congrats. Trisby.
It's going to be the Swagan that's remaining. Its turn. So it is going to attack Harlan because you just like kicked its ass real good. It's going to attack with its claws. Is your armor class? Okay,
Yep.
so a 14 will not hit, and neither will a 16. So it's actually going to claw at you, but it's just going to like sort of get at your armor and just going to bounce off. It's starting to panic a little bit. We'll move on to the Lemures. It's going to go after Blizzak because you're right in front of it. So its attack will be. What is this? Oh no, that's we're not in the 9 health, so it doesn't matter. A 19 to hit for Blizzak. He's frozen. That hits. I hope. Yeah, it does. The other attack will be a miss. All right, so it's going to hit you once. And it's a little bit smaller, so it does a little bit less damage than before. It does 6 damage, and that's halved because you're raging. So you only take 3 damage. You're just so angry that poison doesn't hurt you as much. Effectively what happens there. And we're gonna move to Ridar's turn.
Should I? Well, I can reach that sanguine. How do you say that?
Yeah, it's Swagan at Murloc if you want.
Swagan.
Yeah.
Because my range is 150, and that's even though I'm clear across the board. Everyone else seems to have trouble with it, so I think I'm gonna go for that.
Okay.
I just rolled B. What is that? What does B mean?
That's a nat 20.
Huh?
That's 20.
Oh yeah, that's a nat 20. All right, it's a crit. So roll double the dice for your hit, for your damage. Roll the damage. It might roll double automatically.
Oh, it says 2D. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, there's 2 dice. It says 15.
15 to hit or 15 damage. Okay, cool.
15 damage.
So this Swagan just clawed at Harlan, like it went like and it like bounced off his armor, and then all of a sudden, Harlan, you just see an arrow like go straight through the side of its head, and it just like its head sort of gooey stuff goes everywhere, and it falls over as it tried to hit you. If you look across the dock, you see I'm sure you see Ridar standing there, sort of like a badass with just having released an arrow.
That's how it's done, boys.
Cool. All right, so that's Swagan's toast. You probably don't need second wind, right? So no bonus action. Do you want to move somewhere?
I can move over to the other side of these barrels.
Yeah.
Since we have only one foe left.
Yeah. All right, cool. Swagan A is out of the fight. We'll go to Blizzak.
All right. I'm gonna swing at it again. I'm still really pissed off. With the great axe. The Lemur's still alive, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing left. The swarm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. So, let's see. Just hit DC. 2 plus 5, 7.
That won't hit. No.
Damn it. Okay. I guess is that it? I forget what happens with rage.
You got character-wise. I don't know if your other bonus, because you are raging and you did attack, so you're good on that front. I don't know if you have any bonus action stuff. No,
I guess not.
I
guess I'll kind of just be a shield or something, kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
You gonna talk shit, Chris?
Can he push it? Because he's strong.
He's pretty sprung, but that's not what we went for. We'll go to Harlan's turn.
Harlan looks at Ridar and kind of covered in brain material, just kind of acknowledges it and says, "Nice shot," and then closes the gap between where I'm standing and the swarm of lemurs. So I'm running. It is 40 feet.
Yeah. So you'd probably. Sorry, I moved you. You might want to. I guess you'll have to use a ranged weapon in this one. This is 7 seconds, so that's the thing. A turn in D&D is 7 seconds. So yeah. Yeah.
I currently have a battle axe, a greatsword, and a halberd. So no ranged weapons.
What's the reach on your halberd? What's the range on your halberd?
10 foot
feet?
reach, baby.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm gonna swap to my halberd then. And while I'm swapping, and I kind of like get closer and get a good picture of the lemurs. What kind of condition am I like sizing this creature up as being in?
It's a swarm of like healthy creatures, but it's really struggling to keep its shape at this point.
Okay.
It's much smaller than it was. Like yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to use a superiority die and do a menacing attack.
Okay.
With my halberd. So to hit, I roll an 8.
You miss.
Okay.
But you don't have to check out your superiority die because you don't have to decide to use it until you hit or not.
Cool.
So,
okay. So I switch to my halberd, I swing, and I miss.
Okay. Cool. We'll go to Turk.
Right. I look over at Bigsby as we're both completely covered in the guts of Swaggin. And I say, "Watch this, buddy." And then I pull out my longbow. All right.
And you sail one right over the heads of all of our friends. You're cursed. You're cursed.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
Bigsby's got a chance here.
And I think Bigsby might be a little far away. Bigsby just looks over at me and then jumps back on the light pole.
All right, cool. We'll go to Chris at the top of the order.
Oh yikes! What do I do, guys? I mean, I'm very weak. I mean, I can still attack even though I only have 5, right?
Attack with what?
Yeah. He's got some swords.
I have a couple daggers, which would mean me getting close, but also I still have magic. I have a mage hand.
Could heal yourself.
I could heal myself. Actually, can I do the play? Can I do the support move and go Tashada's hideous laughter to make the lemurs prone, and then Blizzak can just beat my 2 melee warriors can do their thing.
You can go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Go for Tasha's hideous laughter.
Tasha's hideous laughter. Ready?
What is your spell save? What is your spell save DC?
Where do I find that?
It's in your spell at the top, like under spells at the top. It says save DC.
Spell save DC is 13.
All right, cool. It did actually just roll a 14, so it didn't think your joke was very funny. But you are still invisible, so.
I am still invisible because it didn't land.
Yep. Well, you didn't attack, so. Yeah.
Oh, so do I not cast the laughter?
You did. You casted it. You used a spell. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So then,
right.
I think I end my turn.
All right, cool. We're gonna go to the swarm, and we're gonna swing at our barbarian friend.
Okay.
A 14 to hit does hit, and a 7 does not. So it'll do. Would be 13 poison damage, but it's gonna be 6 because you're raging still. And we'll go to Ridar.
Okay.
Come on, Ridar. You've been our guy.
Get him.
Come on, Ridar.
Get Ridar him.
Guy. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So I just got to
I don't
use
know.
my longbow, and I got an 11 to hit. What do I need?
AC is AC is 12 actually. So that'll be a miss. Yeah. All right, we can go to Blizzak. I'm shortcutting this because we're very close to ending this encounter.
We're so close.
Please hit.
I'm gonna attack him again. Great
Yep.
axe.
Cool. Pretty great axe.
Hit DC 5 plus 5, 10. The hit.
10 does not hit.
Fuck.
Not that great of
I'm
an axe.
missing everything.
Harlan,
Alright.
save us from this.
Harlan, dear God, please.
Harlan rolls a
Knock it
21
out.
to hit
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
and does 10 points of damage.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
There is one lonely Lemure left in this out of this swarm, just kind of
All right,
staring at you
Turek.
like an idiot.
We
And yeah, we will go to Tarek's turn.
Can I interrogate him?
You can, but I
forgot to
suggest-
say that
trip
I use
attack.
trip attack and I do 2 additional
Trip
points of
attack.
damage.
You trip this last Lemure and it fizzles into dust, and a quiet falls over the dock. All right, cool. So we're there. I want everyone to roll a history check.
Nat 20.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody else like above like 12? No.
Oh God.
No.
No.
11.
Where's history?
It's on your skills. It's like they're alphabetical.
Oh, got it. 9.
Okay. So so Harlan's the only one who knows. That swarm of lemures is very concerning. It's not normally something that accompanies Swagan. It's something from the Nine Hells. It's a fiend. So that is potentially indications of a greater threat than just the Swagan. But yeah. Other than that, and then one more. I'll give me a survival check for anyone who was paying attention to that Murloc, the one Swagan that got away.
10.
10. Cool. 18. All right, cool. So Chris, you notice that that like the blood trail in the water goes about maybe 30 feet off the dock, directly towards the ship that we were talking about, the Fearsome Grimace. But as it gets closer to there is a like sort of a shark feeding frenzy in the water. So that Swagan did not make it back to the ship. It was chewed up by the sharks. You know, a blood trail in the water is probably not a good indication of survival.
Okay, so for a moment, really quick. So combat just ended.
Yep.
Turek and I are both covered in body goo. So I'm kind of like, I reach up and I sheath my halberd and I'm wiping my face off, and I look at Chris and I just ask.
I'm invisible still, remember.
You are in fact invisible, yeah.
Okay.
You can drop that at any point, but you are invisible until you say you're not.
I loudly project in the direction that he was standing before. Chris, are you still with us?
Chris, who is missing a jaw,
exclaims. Yeah, the blood you're dripping all over the deck is not invisible, notably. Yeah. So you know,
Chris, who yells loudly to the void. Oh!
And then I'm gonna share the history check that I just passed, and so I'm gonna motion at the lemurs, and I'm gonna kind of turn back to the group and look at Turek and look at Ridar, and make sure that everybody knows this isn't a surprise. This is confirmation. Lemurs don't wander, and Swagan don't experiment. Those creatures don't hunt together. They were put here for a reason.
Y'all can. Well, no, you know Harlan. He wouldn't. He's not like fucking with you. Like yeah. He's your companion. So that would make sense. And then we'll say Cadman comes around the corner. And he's like, "Is that true? Was that some kind of hell creature?"
I look at Cadman and I say,
still here.
This problem is bigger than what we just killed. And I don't think you're going back to work tomorrow.
Chris, you gonna ask for more money?
Okay. At this point, can I use a spell on myself to heal myself? Now that we're not in combat, can I still use a
You
spell?
can, but we'll probably take an opportunity to take a rest. So there's no need. Those healing spells are really there for like if somebody goes down, right, and you can pick them back up again.
Oh, I see.
So I just passed a history check and said that hell beast is put here for a reason, and just nobody has questions.
So
that's the thing. I have questions, but I can't talk right now because I don't have a job.
You can't. That was just a joke.
Why would he be here, or it be here of all places?
I'm gonna walk over to Chris and put his jaw back in his head so that he can talk.
I will say, like, Baldur's Gate, like if you know, Baldur's Gate sort of has a reputation for accidentally having like portals to the Nine Hells and stuff like that. Like this is sort of an area where like leaks from the Nine Hells into the mortal plane sort of happen. That's just Baldur's Gate for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Which
oops. Yeah.
To which Chris says in response to Harlan, I think the answer to all of our questions points to the dilapidated ship. And we need to find a way to get there.
And you see a wry smile appear on Harlan's face. And I just say, finally.
All right. Do you guys want to take a short rest? We can talk about short rest mechanics. It usually, for the sake of this adventure, it would mean you take 20, 30 minutes or so patching yourselves up and that sort of thing.
It is the middle of the night. Do we want to sleep and go after
the
morning?
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I will say you're gonna have to probably deal with the guards in the morning again. New guard shift, but that would be the only thing. So
if we do, I'll use some charisma checks to.
All right, cool. So you go sleep. So you can actually click long rest at the top of your sheet.
Long rest. Okay.
Long rest.
Recover all hit dice as well. Use 2024 rules.
Right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna use 2024 rules.
Okay.
Wait,
you didn't really use hit dice. Don't worry too much about hit dice because you're gonna get all your HP back anyway. That's the short rest mechanic. So we're chilling.
Okay.
Recover all.
Any questions about long rest?
It resets everything basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. For the sake of speed here, Arnold, did you have something for me or? Okay.
Oh, no, I'm
cool. I didn't know if you were playing air drums or if you had a question. No, you're good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just making sure you got it. For the sake of like us getting through this, we're gonna shortcut you talking the guards away.
Yeah.
Like getting to the dock and procuring a means to get to the ship, just because we've got like an hour left, and I'd love to get through as much of this as we can. We'll say Chris did a great job of talking the guards off of their post this time and doing their thing. Thanks, Chris. So yeah, if we're going to explore the ship, I'm going to change our maps. And I need to add, who am I missing here? I've got player token. Harlan's here, Turek's here, Blizzak's here, Ridar. Cool. And then I need a cat. You can rename him. At will. All right, cool. All right, so you reach the ship, the Fearsome Grimace. It's sunk partially down into the water, and a thick wooden gangplank descends from the Narrow Lady dock to the main deck. So you don't actually have to. You don't have to go in the water, which is good because it's shark infested. The dilapidated condition is evident on its main decks, where rotted rigging barely clings to masts and tattered sails hang like forlorn laundry. A thin cord across the end of the gangplank connects to the rigging. In addition, a large hatch over the main hold sits starting to rust away. It's early in the morning, so everyone can see pretty well. What would you like to do first?
Team, I think it's, unless anyone feels otherwise, I think we should split up 2 and 2, or split up 3 and 2, if we count Bigsby as one, and inspect the ship to see what we find in teams, in 2 different teams.
Actually, I need those spaces, so whoever's color in there, that's gonna. Yeah, we're gonna need that potentially, depending on what we decide to do. So.
Wait, why are you coloring that in?
Well, I was trying to make part of the ship underwater.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's only like 5 feet, so like the lower half of the ship you're gonna be in like ankle, or well not.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Like, it's like 5 feet on the outside. The lower part of the ship you're gonna be in like ankle, almost maybe knee deep water in the lower hold. So yeah.
So Chris was suggesting we split up.
I'm gonna. I turn to look at Bigsby and I say, "Well, you probably don't want to get in the water, do you?" And Bigsby meows in response, and I say, "I'll stay up. I'll stay up top."
I am real against splitting up. While Chris is suggesting it, I as close to cutting him off as possible, and say these are the kinds of places built for people to disappear.
Bigsby meows.
I agree with Harlan.
Agreed. Yeah.
Chris goes on and continues to have a monologue about why the team always feels why the team never wants to trust him, and at times it feels like it's them against him, while continuing to have suspicions about Cadman, and again bringing up frustrations how he feels like he is the only member who is suspicious of Cadman not being genuine. But
you did roll
then
one.
then quickly ends his monologue and says, whatever you guys decide. Go ahead, Harlan. What do we want to do? You're the HBIC.
Bigsby jumps down on the floor, goes up to the foot of Chris, and proceeds to then throw up on his shoe.
Love it.
I don't say any.
All right, where are we going?
I just say I know you're upset, but you'll thank me when you're alive later. And additionally, I don't make the plans. I just execute them. Trying to like put the game planning into the like intelligence is not my thing.
I love this.
Okay,
cool.
so
What are we doing?
like we should probably look around, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Where we
fine. Chris exclaims, Harlan, since you're so smart, where do we go first?
I just said I don't make the plans.
All right. So notably, like with this map, just for everyone's sake, like the steps that look down, they go into the lower level of the ship, right? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And then you can go steps up to the other side. You can see the front and the back. There we
Are
go.
the
Cool.
are
Where
the
do you
items
wanna
on
go?
the decks interactable? Like
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, like that's what you see. Except they're probably a lot more rotted than they look. But if you get closer, I'll kind of give an explanation as you get to different sections of the ship. The only thing, like now, like the masts are kind of barely held together. This top section here, like what is it called?
those grates or
The hatch, the large hatch in the middle of the ship is very rusty. Like it doesn't look as sound as it once was. Maybe.
Let's do this then, Frank. In an emotional rage, Chris says, "Fine, Harlan, we'll do whatever you want to do." And he chucks his guitar at a wall, which gives, and
Okay.
we find there's a give in the wall that's exposed from the thrown instrument.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that would give is like the hatch. If you threw it at the hatch, it might collapse. It might fall through.
Thrown at a hatch, which then gives.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So like the hatch falls, like this hatch section in the middle falls into the lower level of the ship. So there's now a big hole in the middle of the ship, and you can see down into this lower section if you scroll down the page a little bit, and you can see kind of like the overturned rowboats and the lower level. It's got about 2 feet of water down there. So actually, for our halfling, that is potentially a lot of water. That's going to be up to your like chest, but everyone else, you're going to be able to stand in it. Okay, the dwarf maybe like it's up to your waist.
I walk up to the edge.
Oh, go ahead.
And I walk up to the edge. I look down into it and said, "Well, I'm not going in there."
I look at Chris and, acknowledging his frustration, I say, "That works, but next time warn us." And walk over and stand next to Turek at the edge of the breach, and say very calmly, "All right, we can see inside now." Frank, what do I see? You want me to roll perception?
I mean, you see about 2 feet of water. You see a bunch of overturned. Yeah. Give me a perception check. Why not? Yeah.
15.
Okay. Let me see what. Hang on just a second. You guys are doing this very out of like what my original order thought it would be, so I'm, Yeah, you don't see anything.
Okay.
Like there's nothing. It's just under 2 feet of water. You got various things floating around. You got some overturned boats.
So
Yeah.
let's move. So Turek is standing right here at the open breach. I'm standing next to him. I motion over to these stairs right here, and I say, "Let's get our feet wet."
To which Chris responds, "There's no way I'll survive down there. I'll stay up here and keep watch. If enemies come close, you'll know when I start singing."
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So those
who's
those
Yeah. Go on.
go ahead.
in
Those
there.
steps lead to the forward cabin of the ship.
You want to go up there and explore, Chris?
I will. Cadman, you're coming with me.
Cadman is not here. Cadman is
Wait,
not on the ship. He did not come
what
with
the-
you. He
Where
paid
did
you
I
to
lose
go
that?
check this out. He is absolutely not
Where's
here.
my money?
It's waiting for you when you come back. He is not here.
All right. So I look at Ridar and Turek, and I kind of like, this is not our first rodeo, so I kind of give him like the let's fucking do this eyes, and I'm assuming that we would go in like weapons drawn.
Sure.
I'm much larger than each of you, and so I'm kind of like blocking the doorway. And so we walk over here, and I take one step onto the stairs, and I put up a hand and I stop us just to listen, to see if we hear any shuffling in the water downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna run by the perception check that you rolled, which was 15. There's nothing in front of you, as far as you can tell.
Okay. We're gonna make our way down the stairs then.
All right, that's gonna put you in this room with the 4 tables and chairs.
Yep.
There's evidence that creatures have inhabited this area recently. Like things have been used and stuff. But there's nothing currently here.
So I would probably not instinctually communicate that back topside to Chris. I don't know if anybody else is interested in doing that.
Yeah.
I can also shout from the breach, right? Because can you guys hear me from the hole in the breach in the middle?
Yep.
What's going on down there?
they're actually closer via staircase than through the hole in the breach. But yeah, you can respond.
And so, and the objects down here that we see overturned.
There's just there's some chairs, there's a table, there's evidence that like the hammocks have like been retied, right? Like something's been in them, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, there's nothing here.
So I silently, without verbalizing, I point at the far staircase for Ridar to flank, and Turek to follow me down the close staircase, down into the lowest level of the ship.
Meanwhile, Chris is inspecting the top half of the deck.
So we're walking in, you said knee-high water, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sloshing through the water. I would think, like, tactically, I would kind of like motion for Turek and Ridar to position up on the steps, kind of like right at the water's edge. I walk down into the center of the hold, and I look up through the hatch. And I kind of see like the sunlight coming down into the ship. And I see the beams of light kind of illuminating that central square that's guitar shaped from the hole that's made from Chris earlier. And I pause for just a moment, long enough to hear the water kind of like stop sloshing around my feet as I'm the only one that's disturbed it. Kind of like waiting to see what happens.
We'll take a pause. Chris, you're in that part of the ship? You're exploring the upper back deck?
I am exploring the upper deck. Should I do some type of roll?
No, I just wanted to point out some things. Everything up here is absolutely like, obliterated, like rotted away. Like the wheel is sort of hanging there, except for those two ballista, and they are like oddly shiny. Like they're very like brand new looking. And I'm gonna have you roll a survival check before you move closer to them.
I'm on one, and then big. Okay, so I'm gonna check out this survival check.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't kill me, dude.
No, you're good.
16.
16. All right, that's a really bad sign, and like, yeah, like your sort of instincts as an adventurer are like, if something's that out of place, I should probably leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah. A bit.
To which Chris shouts, "You guys, I think we might be in danger."
Bigsby meows very loudly, to which Turek turns to run upstairs.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't want to create this mess. Like you wouldn't approach, but maybe like this is just me like trying to shortcut this as a DM. Like try something like from afar to like sort of test these things and see,
Bigsby jumps onto the
jumps onto, okay?
Yeah, jumps onto it, yeah.
You just hear me call out from the belly of the ship. Don't touch those.
Yeah, that's too late. An enormous maw cracks open as the bow sort of splits into a mouth and shocks Bigsby in the moment as the mimic swallows your companion whole.
Wait, but he had I gave him my little bonus.
Yeah, it's gone now. It's
no, not Bigsby.
So Frank, tell me what me and Red are hearing from the belly of the boat right now. Like what are
you probably just heard like a loud crash, like a loud like snap, like wood just splintered really quickly. Yeah.
I turn and look at Ridar and I say one word with like a real intense urgency: contact, and like immediately start running back up the stairs to get to the top deck.
Yeah, it takes you a little while to get to the steps. So you hear something coming. You hear something open the door on the far side of the ship. Like on the backside cabin, and you hear like a little voice. He goes, somebody's angering the mimics again. I better go check it out." And you
Danny DeVito? Who the hell is that?
Yeah, it's Danny DeVito. So as you reach the top
I
of the
like that.
ship, I'm doing my best. I said don't make fun of my voices, but I
I
will.
thought it was
I'll go
good.
to the mimic
I
here.
loved it.
Thank you. Well, when you
Wait.
see what said it,
Mimic.
you're gonna get
How-
that.
Is Bigsby gone for sure? Can I cut him out of the belly of this mimic?
Part
Like,
Bigsby
he
is
at the
sort of like
farm?
primal ethereal, so you have the ability to resummon him
Oh,
like with an action
okay.
whenever, like once a day. So,
Nice.
Bigsby
yeah.
went to the farm.
Actually, you know what? Let me just roll the attack. Hang on.
Yeah, come
What
on.
is,
man.
Continuity, can you
Don't do
remove
that.
him
Yeah,
from your folder?
give him a chance.
hang on. Let me give him a chance.
Can I say he never stood a whisker of a chance? Can I say that, or is it
Only
if he dies.
only if he dies. Yeah.
Okay.
okay?
All right. It's got a melee. Its bite roll is
Mimic.
it crit. So I'm sorry, Bigsby's gone. Bigsby's gone.
Fuck.
Oh Jesus!
I just so it
Bigsby
got him. It got him. What can you do? Like I
just
rolled a
logs
crit.
out.
He's gone.
Bigsby meows one final meow before he's
Oh.
swallowed by the mimic.
Fortunately, you can resummon Bigsby whenever you want. But and everyone knows this. Bigsby's not dead. It's just yeah. It's gone.
So
Um,
Radar and I get to the
yeah.
top deck, and we see Cracklebone having come up the stairs here. What are we seeing? What
Yeah.
is this thing?
It's not just that. He's an imp.
Yeah. Imp. Okay.
He's an imp.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to put together like the scene at this point.
Okay.
These mimics, ballista, are welded into the ship. Like they're bolted down, so they're not going anywhere. Is the point? But they are in front of you. As Harlan and Ridar sort of get to the top of the stairs, they see this imp and the Swagan priest behind it, and they sort of get this Spider-Man point at each other, like, what are you doing here thing going on. And then Cracklebone looks at the Swagan and goes, attack! And like points at you two. Notably below, which is funny because you're not down there anymore, and this is going to make this like really difficult, but you hear a bunch of reef sharks stirring in the water below.
Nice.
That will almost definitely not participate in this fight. So yeah, I'll run the encounter. I'm gonna add the mimics to it, but fun little Frank advice is
Leave them
don't-
alone.
yeah, don't engage.
Wait, don't engage the mimics.
I wouldn't.
Ghost
I would
of
just-
Bigsby. Oh,
they're not loaded with, like, they can't do anything. They're stationary.
They have a ranged
okay, so
attack.
they're
They don't
not
have
a
a ranged
threat.
attack, and they can't move. Like if they could
They're
move,
not a
they'd be a problem. But yeah.
Oh, so guys, it's 5 on 2. We're
So
good.
we got Cracklebone and this priest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good.
So
He's great.
which of us would have the knowledge that imps are not always like chaotic evil, that there's like some dialogue we can have here if we put them in like a pressed position?
I mean, this is an imp from hell, so it's probably evil. Like
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that's the
Yeah.
that's the
Perfect.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the indication. Sorry, Ryder. What's your AC? Arnold?
Radar.
Do you remember?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good.
It's
Armor class.
13.
13. Okay. I'm adding you to the initiative order because when I made these encounters, you weren't in the thing, but that's fine. Cool. Go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
13.
Initiative. Let's go. Oh, a 1. 4.
11.
4 for me. Okay.
Blitzak, just waiting on you.
Oh, here we go. 7.
Cool. Thank you. All right, we'll get going. All right, Cracklebones is going to be first. He
Sorry,
is
I wanted to touch him.
Yeah,
Hits him.
he's going to run over here to Ridar and try and hit him with his claw attack. That's gonna be a 23 to hit. So that's gonna do 6 piercing damage plus an additional 3 poison damage. So you're gonna take 9 damage. He's like, "Get off my ship!" Ah! Ah! It's an imp. That's the best I got. And we'll move on to Turek's turn.
Okay. Turek looks over at the Swaggin priest and says, "You killed my cat, you incomplete transition of an Animorph book cover." And he pulls out his short bow to attack.
Okay, cool. So what do you got?
All right.
That will miss. He's going to take 1 emotional damage for that really good insult, though. So.
Emotional damage.
He faintly hears the voice of Bixby meowing in the ether.
I want to remind you, you've got you got spells and stuff you can use. So maybe look into that for the since attacks are going so well.
I got a bonus action though, right?
Oh, you do if you got one.
He farts in his hand and throws it.
I'm just we'll just do that.
Cool. Might move further away from the mimics, maybe, just as a suggestion.
Okay, yeah, but yeah. I'm just gonna move down the stairs. Right.
Chris is about to have his jaw hanging off again.
The mimics are a funny trap that you could accidentally fall into. They are not something you want to engage. All right, we'll move on to Harlan. Will be next.
Yeah. So before my action or before my attack, I'm going to use a bonus action to just shout out to the entire party to just say focus the priest.
That's a free action. You're good.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to close the gap. This is 30 feet. And I'm
the middle is sunken down below, like is open, right?
Okay.
So you got to run around.
So
if you want to,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, still 30 feet. Okay, we're good.
Yep.
So as I'm getting close to the priest, do I see the priest? Like, is the priest on the steps or are they on the landing on the deck?
We'll call it top of the stairs.
Okay. So I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. I'm gonna go for a trip attack with my greatsword. And I'm gonna roll to hit. 15.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll hit. It's a pretty great sword.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry, I had to in this one, Classic.
Base damage is 10, and then my trip attack adds 5, so 15.
Okay. And then it'll roll a strength save to not get.
Yep.
All right. I think it's gonna trip down the stairs. So it's at the bottom of the stairs.
Fuck me.
Prone. And it's gonna take, because it just fell like 10 feet down the stairs. Let's see, D&D fall damage.
What is it, like 2 points of damage?
1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet fallen. So give me a d6 roll, just a flat d6 roll.
Where do I roll a d6?
Just over on the left, you can click on the die and just roll a d6. The bottom left.
2.
2 takes an additional 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and before ending my turn, I want to action surge. I don't want to follow this bitch down because the memory of what happened with the last wagon is really getting me here.
Cool.
So I action surge. I run down the steps, and I'm going to use another superiority die and just try and end this thing's life.
Cool.
So I roll a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Damage is going to be 9 plus, and I'm doing a menacing attack here. So 9 plus 6, so another 15 points of damage.
Cool. This thing is looking rough.
Okay.
Like it's got 2 big gashes in it. So cool. All right. We'll go to Ridar.
I wince in pain and annoyance from this little crackle bone.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to attack it with. Wait a second.
If you use a bow in this case, you're going to have a disadvantage because it's melee range from you. So
Right.
you can either walk away and do it, or use a melee weapon if you got one.
I'm gonna do. I guess they're the same. I use my scimitar. And I just rolled. Oh, 20. 25.
Nice. You crit.
Mm.
I think it's funny that you got the class, so you crit on a 19 and you rolled 2 20s so far. That's kind of funny. So give us your damage.
Oh, it says 11.
11. Okay. Cool. Yeah, like you slice him up pretty good. He doesn't. He looks pretty worse for wear. Goes,
Take that, bitch.
All right, cool.
And then I
We're
give him
gonna
a
go
little kick
to-
for good measure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's flavor. I like the flavorful part of it, and yeah, he's sort of like and like he's like flying around. It doesn't necessarily do damage, but he doesn't like it. Blizzak, you'll be up.
All right. I'm gonna move towards Cracklebone.
Crocobone? Okay.
Yeah. And then attack him with my. I'm gonna try to do the great axe.
Okay.
Again.
Mhm.
Hopefully, hit something. 17
That'll
plus
hit.
5. 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then 10 plus 3, 13 for damage.
All right. So to describe what happens here, the Ridar just like sliced this guy up with his scimitar and then kicked him in the face. He's like, and he's like, these useless fish, and then he doesn't get the fish out, and then your great axe just like hits him straight in the head, like straight through, and he sort of poofs, returning to the nine hells, where he belongs, as Cracklebone the imp is no more. And that'll be that. We'll go to Chris's turn.
All we have left is the Sagan priest.
I mean, there's a teeth grinning mimic behind you, just like friggin' smiling at you,
Yes.
hoping you take a step closer to it.
No,
But other than that, the
absolutely
priest
not.
exists. Yep.
Can you remind me who has a turn after me?
The priest still hasn't technically taken their turn. They are prone on the bottom of the stairs with a fighter standing on top of them, but it's
Okay. So Chris runs downstairs to help his buddy, Harlan, who he has a. They quip at each other a ton, but he is still his best bud. Sorry, Blizzark and
Important
Radar
to
and
note,
Derek.
Harlan does not quip back. He gets quipped at by Chris.
And Chris yells, or not. I guess it's not whisper. Maybe not whisper. That's more. That's yeah. Finish him off, and hits him with a bardic inspiration, but not in that way. All right, chill out.
Harlan says, "What the fuck?"
The whole party giggles.
Yeah,
just beat him off.
Just to give y'all an idea of like what mimics look like. That, but it's a ballista, right? So there you go.
Yeah. So then, Chris hits him with a bardic inspiration, which as he navigates the screen trying to figure out how the fuck to do that.
It's good. You just tell me that I have it.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration.
Cool.
And sings him a song to inspire him to end this beast.
Nice. All right. The Saman priest is going to sort of back up against the wall and stand up slowly, and it's going to try and cast a spell on you, Harlan.
It was knocked prone, Frank, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's going to like crawl back,
okay.
And sort of slowly stand up. That's all its movement it's going to give.
Gotcha.
It's going to try and cast a spell on you. Give me a wisdom save. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not. No, that sorry, it's a wisdom save.
Rolled a 14.
All right, you pass. So his hold person fizzles. That will be its whole turn. And we'll go to well, you know what? Just for flavor's sake, let's go to Harlan's turn.
Yeah. All right, so I'm looking at this thing. It's taken 32 points of damage. It's in rough shape.
Yeah.
I want to swing at its head as it's standing there, kind of limp against the wall. I'm gonna roll a a nat 1 to hit. I'm gonna roll a 6.
All right. You miss. I don't know. Maybe like
my sword is lodged
of...
in the wall behind it now.
Yep. All right, we'll go to Turk then, since you didn't get the job done. What do you got for us, Turk?
Yeah, I hear commotion happening down the stairs, and I say, "Don't worry, guys. Surely I will hit this time." I run down the stairs.
He's about to nat 1 and shoot me in the back.
And then I'm going to you know what? We're gonna use my short sword. Yeah. All right.
It hits. He hits.
It hits, and then I'm gonna roll for damage.
Yep, sure are.
And yeah, I did a 4.
You casted Hunter's Mark on this thing, right? Didn't you? No.
No, I did not.
You really should start doing that. You gotta start doing that.
Do you do that first, or do you do that?
Yeah. You did it as your bonus action, right? So roll the extra Hunter's Mark damage. Maybe. You did it. All right. So cool. So
Yeah.
so how do you kill this creature that is like hobbled over on the floor in front of Harlan? He misses. He like swings and misses, and you come dashing down the stairs.
I come dashing, and I trip and fall down the stairs with my sword in hand, and then just go straight through this creature's heart.
Nice. And with a Murloc sound that I can't make, it dies in front of you, and there you have it. Actually, now that we're at the bottom of the stairs, everyone at the bottom of the stairs there, give me a quick perception check. Just the two of you, I guess.
A 4.
18.
All right, Turk. So you notice that actually that water that to your left is just there's sharks all over it. So that might not be a safe place to go. But through the doorway to your right is the only well-kept room in this ship. It seems like kind of put together, like nice tables and chairs. Theoretically that's where the imp was, like that sort of thing. But yeah, that's noticeable.
I am lying down on the body of the priest, and I say, "Well, that was lucky." And then I get up, I turn around, I see a bunch of sharks, and I say, "Hey guys, we probably shouldn't go that way." And I turn over and I say, "Well, how about in here?" And then I say,
and then at the top of the stairs sits Bigsby, and with a meow as it comes back to witness your grandeur from the primal spectral plane, whatever you want to call it. So
the ghost, not the real Bigsby.
No, Bigsby is a primordial creature. That's the thing you guys need to understand. He's not just a cat.
He's like a god
he's sort of like sent off to his plane, and he comes back. Like he's not just a cat. He maybe at one time was a cat.
He has 9 lives, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
he's Bigsby the White now.
Yeah. Exactly.
So knowing, hold on. So Turek just ID'd that we should go into the room.
Yeah.
I'm going to step over the body and stand in kind of the door frame of the stairs leading down, just to make sure that none of my party members accidentally don't know that there are sharks down here.
Yeah.
Chris was right behind me, and then we've got Turek, who's kind of like standing in front of the door telling us like there's some shit in here. So I'm sort of like posturing to make sure that like we're all safe. And and I kind of like mutter as I like move around that divider down towards the lower stairwell. I'm keeping our exit clean.
Cool.
And I kind of like look to Turek, very very clearly signaling to him like, what we do next is your call.
Yeah, cool. What do we
Okay.
want to do? We searching the room, or what's up?
Well, we made it this far, guys. Let's see what's in this room. I reach over. Is the door open? I guess it has to be open because I look in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's unlocked, right? Like it's
Uh,
it's like a ship door. It's it's not a So yeah.
So right. So I crawl back on my feet. I say, "Let's go in here, guys. Let's see what's going on." And I walk into the room.
Cool. So this room isn't big enough to like really like have much going on. There's a small chest at the foot of the bed, and on the table is a map with some various scribblings on it that you could look into. So
I call out from the
I pick-
hallway. What do you see?
I pick up the map and I look at it.
yeah, it's
Roll
got
for this?
no like it's got like it's a map of like the lower docks area of Baldur's Gate with a bunch of like instructions for Swagan raids. You could presume it was that Cracklebones was using it to organize his attacks, his raids. So
I shout back at Harlan. I think I found a map. I think they were organizing raids.
yeah, that's your evidence of what might have happened, right? Cool.
I'd
What you got?
like to close the gap and kind of like not forcefully, but as somebody who has drawn up battle plans before, offer my insight as I walk up and kind of like look over Turek's shoulder at the parchment and try and determine what it is.
Yeah, this is more like evidence of what's been going on, rather than like groundbreaking military tactics. It's
Okay.
more like, go here, get this treasure, then this boat, like
Gotcha.
like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind
yeah.
of like scrawled in instead of like being
Yeah.
really okay.
Right. Yep.
Then I will undo that and I will stay in the hallway. I don't feel a reason.
Yeah.
I don't feel compelled to go in and offer anything.
Cool.
Anything else? Being on the other side of the boat, I run downstairs, see all the sharks, run upstairs, go across the top deck, run downstairs, come into the room and go, "Hey guys, what have I missed?" And then you all just look at me like
I look at you, and
fantastic.
For the first time this campaign, I smirk and say, "Thankfully, it looks like you missed all the teeth."
That's good. I like that. Yeah. All right. Cool. All that's left in this room that you haven't really like looked into is the chest at the foot of the bed.
The chest. So, Chris.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
No. You continue.
Chris might be interested in the chest.
As you all are piddling around about maps and shit, Chris is just kind of working the room, sees the chest, and happens to hit it with his guitar.
Oh, yeah, his broken guitar, by the way, that he smashed into the hold earlier. Yeah, the chest pops open and there's a bunch of like personal effects in there, like some dice, a couple of like loose pieces of paper, a small pouch that's got about 75 gold in it, and a flask with a red viscous liquid inside.
Chris picks up the flask and says, "I wonder how much we could sell this for."
Just got some cash.
Yeah. Let's see. Actually, you're the only like magically inclined person. Give me an Arcana check.
I wonder how much we can sell this for. Arcana check. 8.
Man, you swear you've like had something that looks just like this, but you just don't know what it is. You can't tell.
What all did they find in the chest?
It's like just loose papers, some dice, a bag of 75 gold and this flask with red viscous liquid in it.
Ooh, gold.
Bigsby, seeing the newly emptied chest, sits in it.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yes.
The chest turns
He's a
into a
cat.
mimic and eats the cat again.
It's not a mimic. It's only that. Only the top mimic.
Again.
All right, cool. For the sake of all of our evenings, I'm just gonna say that there's
Yeah.
not much left to explore here, aside for those mimics up top. So if we want to take it back to the dock, your boy's there. What's his name?
Cadman.
Camden.
Cadman.
Cadman. Yeah.
Cadman's like, what did you find?
So sorry, we're now back at the docks.
We're gonna shortcut back to the dock because
we have our red liquid. We're back at the docks. Okay.
Yeah, your gold, your red liquid. Yeah. What did you find?
Harlan replies, "Less trouble than we signed up for."
Well, that's convenient. Did we get our proof?
We got it
We
right
shown the
here.
red liquid, guys.
As I hold up the map with the shittily scribed instructions.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'll do it. Do you mind if I take this? I'll give it to the FIS, and they can make this an official record. Obviously, after I pay you.
I turned to look at Chris.
Chris is at a loss of words. He looks at the rest of his party with a gaze that's like, guys, I told you. And looks up. Yeah, good.
He's like, oh, of course, and he pulls out his like a pouch with 100 gold, and he hands it to. We'll say he hands it to Chris, just for the sake of, like.
Chris is our resident accountant. He's going to distribute all the funds.
Yeah,
Chris,
appropriately, I'm sure. Yeah.
Chris slaps the gold out of his hand and continues on with a monologue.
God.
We lost Bigsby.
He's literally already back.
He didn't. He's literally like on.
But he's different now. He's
arguably well, barely. But yeah, okay.
He's changed. We had sharks. We have different Bigsby. I played a song. No one liked it. This was not fun, and I think something's wrong with you. Harlan, what do you think?
Harlan looks at Chris and says, "I think what I think most of the time. That right now you need to shut the fuck up."
So he's paid you. Do you give him the map, or are you holding on to it for sentimentality's sake, or?
Chris throws his hands up in subjection. I'm not making any more decisions for this group.
You don't want him to have the map? He's just like, no?
I'm just not making.
All right, fair enough.
Chris is out of guitars to throw.
I'm done, guys.
I still do technically have a couple instruments. I have a guitar, I have a lute, and I have a flute. I have not used the flute yet. That's what Chris says.
I holding the map rolled up. I'm about to give it to Camden or Cadman, and then I pause.
Yeah.
And I hold it back and say, "Why do you want this?"
I just want to turn it into the Flaming Fist so that they can acknowledge that my friends died this way instead of however they did.
Harlan says, "Great. Then it sounds like you wouldn't mind if we went with you."
Sure. Give me like insight checks. Like everybody, because this way we won't have Freddy roll
I rolled
bad.
a nat 20.
All right. Cool.
Same.
So he wants to turn this in so that his fellow dock workers' families can collect their equivalent of life insurance for their death. Is effectively what he's trying to do. He's trying to get workman's comp for the families involved, and Yeah, that's why he's trying to get an official record, and he's totally earnest about this,
Okay.
right? Like this is
Mm.
he's thankful that you solved the mystery. That's what he's trying to do. So yeah.
We want a cut of
This is
that
so
life
sus.
insurance.
I throw my hands up.
Ah, yes, the morally gray party. Yes, yeah, there we are. All right, actually, and this is written into the adventure. When he turns in the map, the flaming fist like attendant is like, "Oh, there was a reward for that imp actually. Here you go." She walks by him and hands whoever's standing in the front of the party
Chris.
100 gold for the reward for dealing with the imp Cracklebones.
I was expecting 1,000, but okay.
you, you made the equivalent of like 35 or 45 gold in one day, or no, like 55 gold in one day. It's a pretty good day's work for a level 3 adventure. Cool, and that's the story of Cracklebones and how you completely trivialized the boss fight because you took out his entire raiding party before even entering the ship in the first place. So yeah, that was good stuff. Love
Nice.
it. Oh.
That was a lot of
The
fun.
raiding
There you
party
have
was
it.
the sharks. Is that what the sharks were?
No, the
Yeah, well,
Squawkin'.
So
Oh,
like
the
here's the thing: if
Squawkin'.
you
That's right.
you were in a lot of trouble if you like walked onto the hatch and you fell down below, and the sharks were there, and the imp was there to give them orders, and then the other raiding party was in the front side of the ship. Like you're in a lot of trouble there. Like you're really going through it. But the idea to like sort of lure them out had to go with that. You know, obviously he's not going to have like a raiding party and them be on the ship, so I sent that party, and yeah. So you got to take them on one at a time. You know, there you go.
Whose idea was it? Was it Fred's idea to set a trap on the docks?
It was.
You were trying to
Go ahead.
You're trying to get Cadman killed though. That's what was going on there.
That was my
So,
thing.
so I'm not sure I'm going to give you credit for that, but you know, hey, we love it.
Two
So
and a
there you
half
go.
hours in, you're still like,
So
nothing's
what
wrong
was-
with Cadman.
He's just a guy. He's just
yeah,
a
I
guy.
guess he was at the end.
If-
I feel.
if
I
we
feel
play
horrible
again-
now.
Ballista, on the other hand.
Freddy's gonna need to lock into not being so skeptical of every single person.
No, I'm here for it, dude. That's his character. But I
I kind of love it.
I love how you played Chris on the dock, like the quippy one, and like that's perfect.
Just getting
it's
his
really
ass
good.
beaten talking shit.
Yeah, I like that, dude. Like you need that, right? Like, and that can be your like the way you encourage people,
Oh, my
like
cheeks
with
hurt.
inspiration. That's fantastic.
5 health points,
oh,
and he's
man.
talking shit to Turek and his pet Bigsby. Like, I'm dying, but
And,
you
yeah.
guys suck.
I
Yes,
had
yeah.
so many. I had
It's
so
like,
many
nice
lines
shot.
ready.
Oh man.
And then John Bailey, like, don't go to Vegas. Just don't do it. I don't
Yeah,
advise,
I shouldn't.
I don't
I
advise
shouldn't.
any dice games of chance.
My
We
favorite
were-
moment
What?
was going for the dramatic kill of the priest, like soloing the priest,
Oh, yeah.
and I go for the death
Miss.
blow, and my sword gets lodged in the wall behind the priest, and John Bailey Turek runs out from under me and goes, "Yeah!"
No, falls down the
Stumbles
stairs and stabs him
stumbles down the
accidentally.
stairs.
Yeah, fantastic. So yeah, that's D&D. You know,
That was fun.
hope you
I like
enjoyed
that.
it. Yeah. If you guys are interested in something long term, it's a lot more time investment, but you characters progress over time. There's an overarching story. Things happen. We could screw around with that if you guys wanted to. I'd be down. It would probably have to be taken not particularly seriously and sort of meet when we can kind of thing. I think that's the best way for everybody. But we'd happy to do it. Otherwise, I enjoyed running this. This was a good time. So
That was
Yeah,
fun.
this was a lot of
I
fun.
enjoyed it.
I had fun as
Yeah.
well.
And based off remember, Lene's been listening to this, and I
Mhm.
heard a lot of laughs and chuckles from the other room, which
Good.
I think we had a very good audience for this, audience of one.
Good.
So, yeah. I mean,
Glad it was a good time.
Tuesday's good for if we were to. Tuesdays are
Tuesdays are
perfect next
doable. We could talk
Yeah.
about that. Maybe next week we meet and talk a little bit about like what the commitment's like and what kind of
Okay.
campaign
Yeah.
we want to run, that kind of stuff. We'd probably, if we want to play our characters, that's cool, but we'd probably level back down to 1 just to sort
Yeah.
of do it more organically and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I'd be super down if you guys want to meet next Tuesday and do that. And if anyone is like, nah, I'm out, or I want to just like sort of pop in and out, that's cool too, man. Like that's not something that's expected, but I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I had fun. It was good.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah, great job, Frank. That was
Yeah, it was a
great.
lot of fun.
Frank.
Great job, Frank.
Do each of us want to go back and talk to our spouses and see if this is something that we want to commit to?
that's and it could be sometimes. I think like I wouldn't do. I'd love every other week. I wouldn't do more
Yeah, I
than 3
think-
times a month. Like
I
that's
feel-
kind of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like maybe every week would be maybe a little bit too frequent, but maybe like an every other week thing, I could probably swing
And I think
that.
we could like hard cap it at 2 hours too. Just be like we're playing from
Yeah.
8 to 10, right? And that kind of thing, right? And just
That
do
would be
what we're
helpful.
doing.
Yeah.
The pace of the story would probably be really slow, but that way we're just being consistently respectful of everyone's time and that sort of thing. So
Well, and over time we'd get better at. I mean,
yeah, combat would go a little
for
faster.
experts,
but
how
we weren't
long would
that
this
bad.
go? Yeah.
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 So
I think the aspect that we would improve at is like knowing what you want to do when it gets to your turn. Like
yeah.
there was
Yeah.
lots of like pause,
Yeah.
zoom out, what am I capable of doing in this moment type of stuff.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
like, we would all build comfort with, whatever.
Be less
stuff
awkward
we're
in the
playing.
sort of social interaction back and forth with each
Yeah.
other. Like it's kind of silly. It feels
Yeah.
silly to role play and that sort of thing. So
Fortunately, I
like
didn't,
it.
Yeah, I didn't feel like any
Yeah.
of us were really super awkward, which was good.
I think we did great.
Yeah.
So
It was fun.
all right, enjoyed it. I'm glad you liked my Danny DeVito. I mean, Danny DeVito would play an imp. So
You would.
Probably
Yeah,
a good
Frank,
one.
you did. You
Yeah.
were exceptional, man. You
All right,
were
thank
great.
Yeah,
I
it was
tried
a
my
lot of
best.
fun. 10 out of 10.
I don't usually
play good.
DM. I mostly play. So, yeah.
Well, you
Cool.
did a great
All right.
job.
Well, we'll plan just like
Great
8 to
work.
9 next week maybe, and we'll talk about like what a campaign looks like if you guys want to do that. And we're in
Let's
great
do it.
shape. And yeah, if you went out or if other people went in, we can kind of work with it on that sense. So yeah, cool. Thanks, y'all.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks, y'all.
All
Take
right.
care.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Mom.
Good job, man.
All right. There you have it. Thanks. I had fun. It was good. It was a lot less awkward and weird than I thought it would be. But yeah. Actually, like I'm glad y'all did it the way you did because I think people would have died if y'all did it like the sort of traditional way because we weren't super